World Series of Poker. A name that defines the game, where the game's greatest players are made. And now, for the first time ever, it's coming to Texas. And there's only one place it belongs, Texas Card House. April 23rd through May 4th. Mark your calendars. More details coming soon.
Hello, everybody. What is going on out there on YouTube? It's TCH Live. It's Monday night, and we've got one hell of a show for you this evening. We've got the final table of the mini main WSOP circuit stop here at Texas Card House in Austin, Texas. I'm Aaron McAvoy, joined in the booth by the one and only Samantha Perryman. Samantha Perryman goes by Sam. What's going on, Sam? How are you?
I am so excited to be here. This is such a big deal.
Yeah, we are in for a treat. We've got a fantastic lineup, 9 players here that battled their way through an absolutely epic field in this $600 event. 2,562 unique entries into this event, $600 a piece for that, generating a prize pool of $1.3 million and change on a $500K guarantee. What an absolute smash of that guarantee.
Maybe. Still very Texas.
Yeah, the hype for the Texas poker is real. We're definitely showing out for this historic event.
Yeah, that is the truth. All right, so everybody who has been waiting for us in the chat to get going, we are just about to have cards in the air, so thank you guys all so much for hanging out. Here we go. The cards have hit the felt. And let's take a look around the table here. We've got Hayden in the 3 seat coming in with the chip lead, starting off this final table with 84 big blinds. You can see the blinds up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. 125,000 for the small blind, 250,000 for the big blind and the ante. Our shortest stack coming in with 13 big blinds, and the next shortest stack on 17 big blinds. So nobody in like the super danger zone, but a couple of players under 20 as we get over and around a Mason here facing this under the gun open with the ace-king. He will make the call in the hijack.
Connor, come here. I need...
Jay Wu here in the big blind will complete, and we're going to go 3 ways to a flop, Sam, on our very first hand of the final table.
You got it in King Jack to King.
Wow, what a flop.
Yeah, some spice right out of the gate here. Jay Wu with a natural check. Flopping the nut flush draw. June here, the original aggressor, does have a gut shot to Broadway. And his opponents oftentimes aren't going to have, you know, completely smashed this board. However, this is not one of those times. He'll continue for 650,000. And now over to Mason with the top pair and the ace kicking. And he says, well,
let's just get it in.
Yeah, and this does make some sense from an ICM standpoint because he kind of just needs to leverage the size of his stack as big as it is right now, given that there is a shorter stack out there. Like, if he calls and a bad card comes on the turn, like, what is he going to do? He's going to be in a terrible spot. But now over to Jay Wu. Right? Nut flush draw? We, like, never want to fold this hand, but at the same time...
We're not wanting to really call at this this exact moment.
I mean, there's a guy out there with 13 big blinds, right?
And it's for half his chips.
And he's still got June, who's bet this flop behind him. I mean, it's a fascinating spot. Hand number 1. Everybody strap in. Grab a beverage, grab a snack. We are locked in from the very get-go here.
I feel like this is going to be a very captivating final table. So many different play styles. So much Texas-ness on this. So much hype.
Yeah, we'll have to talk a little bit more about the rest of the players here at this table. But let's see, how will Jay Wu respond to this continuation bet followed by a jam, over bet jam. from Mason V, really just saying, like, I have this board, go away, right? Like, that is the message.
I mean, this is a really wet board, so I get where Mason's coming from. Just taking out the opportunity for people to draw.
Yeah, and it's an ICM decision for sure. Independent chip model for anybody who's wondering what the hell I'm talking about. And it basically describes how we play in these very sort of stressful situations where there's a lot of money on the line. And there's a big difference between going out in 9th place and taking home the $14,338 that these players are all guaranteed, busting out down there, or moving your way on up the ladder and trying to find a bigger piece, if not the full $157,000 up top. So, yeah, we're going to see some interesting plays. Of course, not everyone going to be super studied or versed in the world of ICM and making decisions, you know, based around, you know, how much money will I make if I just fold here versus like, I've got a pretty good hand, I'm all in, you know?
Yeah, this is a $600 buy-in, so you can get all levels of play here.
And that is exactly right. You mentioned the Texasness of this final table. We have a lot of Texas legends at this table.
Man, do we?
Yeah, so Hayden here on the chip lead is going to open it up from UTG2 here with the ace-jack.
He's got nearly half the chips in play almost.
I think it's about a third
About
of the
a
chips.
third?
I could be mistaken,
No, I
but I
think
think
you're
it's a
right.
third.
About 300 big blinds in play, and he's got about 80.
84 to start, yeah.
Wow, Robert French, his formal name, also known as Bob, also with an ace-jack.
Yeah, and he is one of those middling stacks that's in a very uncomfortable position given the nature of that short stack out there. Is just going to call on the button with the ace-jack suited. And June will come along as well. Another three-way hand on hand number 2.
This get a lot of random fish, you know. WSOP brand is just better. They need to get WPT in Dallas, though.
King high board. Rainbow texture. No one connecting.
I just won the first spot. I flatted ace.
And Hayden not going to stab with Bob behind.
He bet 650. I ripped it for $5
Let's
million.
take a free turn card.
I don't want to get bad beat.
5 here for June. Third pair.
You got it. You got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go, Nick.
Yeah, let's go. Ask you. You know him? He does content or what?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And check over to Bob once again, who will give a free river card.
Well, add him
I
to the
called the
clan.
clock on him the very first.
I said add him to the clan.
No change. However, Hayden does control that ace of spades.
I called the clock on him the second time he ever tanked.
We're going to go to showdown, and June is going to take this one down.
Yeah, I understand there that Hayden isn't going to represent much if he bluffs, because like he's on the chip lead. He probably would have announced something earlier. I don't know. I'm a little surprised that he doesn't bet the...
Yeah, you would have preferred a little bet in there.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he probably has to start telling the story on the turn. But given that he has a chip lead and it checks through, the 5 on the turn doesn't really seem to be that scary. Like, I am a little bit surprised that he didn't continue barreling. Or with a delayed c-bet, but I haven't played with all these players. Big Red, of course, Hayden there. I think I've played with him maybe a few times over the years. Not really sure. I certainly don't have any reads on the man myself. So
is he from here?
Somebody let us know in the chat. Where is Big Red from? Is he a Texas boy or is he from nearby?
I love this shirt. It just says fold, period.
You just point at it. Binding. All right, over to Joshua H here. This is our short stack man.
What up, bro?
So good.
He's from Ligma. Nice.
People are funny.
All right, we're getting some Washington States up here
Yeah, I
in
thought
the
he
chat.
was Seattle-based. Now that I think about it.
All right, appreciate those of you who took that question seriously.
Ooh, ace queen in the mix.
Yeah, the two shortest stacks here. Now with a little collision. Robert, Bob, there on the 2 sevens, trying to get involved as well.
It's a big spot. You think we're going for the jam?
Absolutely. So, short stack open. Bob calls. And now here we are, all in from Nicholas. Going to get a count. And should be coming in somewhere right around 16, 17 big blinds.
And what we have about 12, 13 Josh has, Hogan has.
I think, yeah, opening off of 13 to start the hand, I believe, yeah.
With Bob being behind,
I'm not.
it feels like it. You got options, but leaning towards a fold would probably be the more.
Oh, for Joshua here with the
Don't
ace
believe
8?
everybody
Yeah.
you hear in
Oh,
Houston.
absolutely.
Okay, I didn't want to
Absolutely.
say it without. I
But I believe
mean,
you're
I was
locked
looking
in,
for
but
your
don't
approval to
believe
say what the right thing to say is.
Sam, you don't need my approval. You can say whatever you think you would do or whatever you
Oh,
think.
okay.
I mean,
Well
you
then,
just
if
get
I
out
were
there.
Hogan, I would get out of there. There's a better spots.
Picture with it?
That
My kids
I
might be
agree with
watching it.
wholeheartedly,
The
and
oldest
he
baby picture, my son's
seemingly
picture.
agrees as
How old
well.
are they?
And Bob, he can get out of there too. He's got
14, about to
he's
be
got 2
15.
big blinds in there and doesn't need to waste it.
Yeah.
Waste any more in this. We don't need to put ourselves in a
Is the
flip.
5-year-old with David?
Yeah, and it's so fascinating too because it's relatively small buy-in as far as like the size of this prize pool, right? $600 entry with 1.3 million in the prize pool. So a lot of chips at a relatively small price point means that we're getting pretty quick blind levels. It was 30-minute blind levels on day 1, only 40-minute blind levels on day 2 and at the final table. So they've kind of been moving on up through those levels, getting to this stage of the tournament. And, you know, the average is somewhere around 30 big blinds. Whereas, you know, in maybe a little bit larger buy-in field with slower blind levels, you might be closer to like 50 big blinds. So, you know, these chips are going to move around, and it's not going to be very long before we level up and then level up again. And before you know it, even somebody who's comfortable on 30-some big blinds right now is now going to be feeling the pressure. So, yeah, we've got some very interesting dynamics here. We should be in for a fun one. And let's see how this one plays out.
This is an early position raise,
between hands.
and then Hogan with 13 big blinds, 12 big blinds. He's gonna put it in.
Uh-oh.
Jinx.
Yeah, this is going to be dangerous. Jaewoo getting out of the way of harm on that earlier hand, folding the nut flush draw, is now going to put his whole stack at risk. Did have at least one player behind that could have done some serious damage, but the remaining players all out of the way. It is just going to be heads up between the ace-king and the ace-queen.
Ace, king, ace, queen, ace, queen.
Can Joshua survive the first all-in showdown of our final table here on hand number 4?
I had a queen. Huh? You had a queen too?
I did not have a queen. I had one. Huh?
I had one.
You had a queen?
Oh man, he's dead. Backdoor hearts. No, not even a heart.
9, 8, 5. No help for the ace-queen except for a little taste of some backdoor. Straight opportunities does not
Maybe a straight.
come through on the turn. A chop with a 7?
Yeah, we got 4 sevens, 3 sevens, and 1 queen, but no dice.
All right, that is going to do it for Joshua Hogan. He's going to go out as our 9th place finisher, $14,338, and a fantastic showing given that he beat out the vast majority of 2,562 entries
Yeah.
to make it this far.
Good playing, Hogan.
All right.
Yeah, well played. And the remaining players here, 8 players now, all guaranteed $18,315 for their efforts, and it's only up from there. So we got about a 4K pay jump from 9th to 8th. Looks like maybe call it 5.5 between 8th and 7th. And then it really starts to pick up there. We get some 5-figure jumps between 6th and 5th and on up to the final heads-up match, which is going to be played for right around $54,000. Pretty cool stuff.
Pretty cool. And it's really cool to see a lot of the local hometown heroes. Like Hogan, I've known for over a decade and a half in the scene of Texas poker. And it's really cool to be able to root for the guys that you've seen grinding for years. There's many familiar faces at this table, and what a great celebration in this card room to be able to play the WSOP circuit here and be on a final table with this big of a prize pool. It's historical, and it's kind of gives me goosebumps.
Dude, heck yeah. I just wish that we were at this final table. You know, that would
we
give me
tried. We were really looking for an alternate. We were like, you know what? Let's just be one of these guys.
Yeah, definitely.
But instead, here we are.
Yeah, this is okay. This is a good second best.
This is pretty
though.
chill. Nice consolation.
All right, so one of those local Texas legends, of course, Jessica Richards, goes by Gorgeous on the socials. She's going to get involved here with a min open, or a little over a min open, I should say, from the small blind into the chip leader's big blind. A difficult hill to climb, but she will take it upon herself. Will continuation bet on the flop as well for half pot on King 9 deuce. Second pair for Hayden. He's going nowhere, and we're headed to a turn with Jessica well behind. No equity improvement on this 5 of clubs. Jessica going to need to decide now if she is going to basically set it up for a river jam, or perhaps go for the in-betweener here. That's a quarter of her remaining stack at 1 million. And another quick call from Hayden. This pot is up over 4.8 million at 5 of hearts on the end. Pairs the board. Is Jessica going to do it? No, she gives it up.
She's like, he's calling. We're going to let this one go.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what actually happens if she puts the rest in there. She's definitely telling a convincing story if she triples it off, but she does shut it down on the end, and the 9 will show down for Big Red.
Facing the wrong opponent in that to tell that story. Going against the chip leader, he has chips to potentially just throw out there to see if his second pair is good.
Yeah, he gets to keep her honest at a much higher frequency than some of the other players are. I think I definitely agree with that. The out of position factor is massive in those sorts of confrontations. And if you're not going to follow through with the triple barrel just like YOLO, then yeah.
Go smaller or check turn.
Well, I'm not so sure that, you know, you can be doing a lot of betting that isn't just like, once I start down this road, I have to go all the way, because look at what has occurred, right? Jessica is now down to basically, let's call it 12 big blinds, and is now like clearly the shortest stack. So when that play doesn't work, she is now just like, okay, everybody's going to wait for me to bust, and that's a pretty uncomfortable place to be in. So if you weren't going to be willing to put yourself into the position to bust right there, but maybe win the pot and like, you know, keep yourself higher up on the food chain, maybe it wasn't the greatest, but you know, I mean, we have the ease of sitting here behind our screen and watching, and not actually being there on the felt trying to get these chips in hand. So you know, I respect the play. It just doesn't work out for Jess. Beautiful hand here for Gregory, who is now no longer one of the shortest stacks on his 20 big blinds.
Are those stacks of 20 blues?
Look at this open size, Sam.
That's dated. That's a big one.
That is. That's over 4x open. It is into the chip leader's big blind, which there is perhaps some logic into making your raise size a little bit larger, but 4x's. Woo,
yeah, that's more of a I want to get this hand over with as opposed to getting value.
Oh, I apologize, though, but that actually is not the chip leader's big blind, right?
No, it's Mason's big blind.
Yeah, Mason's big blind. Okay, I saw chips in front of Big Red, but okay. Still, Gregory will win the pot with his 2 kings.
Yeah, taking any chips in is definitely a plus.
Absolutely. Taking a look here in the chat. Sorry if we've missed any of y'all's comments here, but I did see Mitchell asking, who do we have in the booth today? It's Aaron, Aaron McAvoy, and Samantha Perryman here in the booth today. And in just a few minutes, actually, at the 5 o'clock hour, we're going to go on break for the 8-game mix event, within which one TJ Reed is playing, and he'll be popping in for a second to share some words about the upcoming WSOP out in Vegas, as well as just kind of ham it up for a little bit. So we have that to look forward to as well.
And I was talking to Jessica before the stream started, and she told me to let the chat know that she would love some goose eggs. I think that's what she said. Y'all would know if she says she's a silly goose, and she wants her fans in the chat to know.
Okay. All right. Drop some goose eggs in the chat here for gorgeous Jess then. All right. Chip leader doing chip leader things. Opens the button with the 5-4 and takes it down.
I was looking through some of the stats of some of our players in this final table, and Hayden has definitely got a good rap sheet in the poker. He's definitely a guy that knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. And for the most part, the majority of these players have been at some big final tables with some big prizes on the line. We have probably half of the remaining field. Even if they win this tournament, it won't be their largest score. But the remaining half, there's definitely a little bit of a mixed bag there. I know that Bob French, his biggest score is 58.5. So he has a chance to eclipse his high score. But he's, of course, a very seasoned Texas regular in the tournament streets as well. So we'll see if he can, sort of set a new high water mark. But there are, I believe, 2 other players that came in. One that I couldn't find any information at all on,
Awesome.
and another that had like $1,000 in Hendon Mob. So
Oh, gangster. I love that. And then Jessica, King, Queen, Shove, taking it down, picking up some much-needed chips.
What was that?
But they're not so bad after all. Like, Happy Real cheers only for you. The other ones, like, when I lose a hand, they're not cheering, but they're also not, like, like a house divided.
Spooky Poker joining us in the chat. What's up, Spooky? Yeah, June Park definitely has had some good results. I had the pleasure of playing with him down in Houston a number of years ago when he took down a big tournament there for the better part of $250,000. I was there all the way up until the end. I think I got 19th or something. So had the pleasure of playing with him, and definitely a very strong player. Has seen him make some big final tables over the years since. And he's got another shot at it, taking home a title here. And, of course, let's not forget that WSOP circuit means the winner of this event, not only will they get all those dollary dues, they'll get a shiny ring, which is always a cool trophy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Raise, all in. I misheard. My apologies. All in, C2, full 3.
Jessica putting the pressure on with her ace-queen.
Full 5.
Bob doesn't want no smoke there.
Back over to June, and this is an interesting spot. It's going to be right around 15 big blinds, maybe 14. And it wasn't quite a min open, a little bit of extra cheddar on top, but still going to be a sizable call to make, as it would be around a third of his remaining chips.
3.4.
3.575. Oh, no, 3.5, 3.6. Oh, wait, hold on.
What's kind of tough here is she is a short stack and she was in a later position, so that kind of makes her range a little lighter, potentially. Like Ace Jack could, in theory, in his mind, be a better hand than what she's holding.
Whites are 100.
I think there's a world within which we have our opponent jamming ace-10 suited, and then of course there's all of the pocket 10s, 9s, 8s, etc. But I don't think that we see like the ace-9 suited getting shoved.
No,
the
definitely
ace-8.
not. There's definitely a line.
Yeah,
I think it is ace-10 plus, 8s plus.
It kind of feels like that seems reasonable, and so the ace-jack here is like kind of just doesn't have quite enough equity against that.
Yeah,
not so much from like a chip EV standpoint, because then it's just like, yeah, you just kind of you put it in there.
No,
and
more
see what
like
happens,
in ICM implications. You want to hold on to those chips and find better spots.
Yeah, June is solidly in the top 3 as far as chip counts. As we take a look at those chip counts down here, Jay-Woo, of course, in second, and Hayden up at the top. But if he loses that pot, he then drops down next to Mason, Bob, Nick, right? Like, really, he's just kind of back in the mix with the guys that are at the bottom. So that's not really something that you want to risk with something kind of as mediocre as the ace-jack goes. So I like the fold, and let's move on to hand number 10. It's Jessica now up over 4 million, nearly 5. And she doesn't have to play the hand. She was just like getting a heater, so she's playing every hand for a minute.
It went to some sort of launch TV mode, and I'm unsure how to.
I heard from the bystanders yesterday and a couple of people on the table for the final 2 tables that June played perfectly. I'm like here for the popcorn. I'm just like, everybody's style is just, I'm ready for it, and they're so different.
You saw it?
So I know we both played day ones to try to get in. Did you have any tables with any of these folks?
I'm thinking. I don't think so. I think they didn't want to play with me.
Yeah.
I made it to day 2 too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
How deep into it did you make it?
The first hour.
Okay. But still, a day 2 is a day 2.
Hell yeah! I love taking a picture with the bag.
Good stuff. So I had the pleasure of playing with Mr. Bob French. Of course, I've played with him many times over the years and in many of the tournaments around town. But he was cooking. Pretty much every time he showed down a hand at my table there on day 1, the flight that he bagged, he was playing ace-king. So he was getting hit by the deck a little bit. Helped him bag a very healthy stack coming into day 2, and he was able to run that all the way up to a final table appearance, and he's still in the thick of it. Down there sort of with everybody tied around 5 million, but that is still 20 big blinds and nothing to sneeze at. Over to Mason here in the low jack with the king-queen.
Raise. 725.
And it is going to be the nearly, exactly, excuse me, nearly 3x open. Brain malfunction.
I know Mason's in more of the Dallas poker scene, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Seen some highlight reels by him. He's fun to watch. I met him for the first time yesterday because I had already started following him on the socials and then felt like a creeper every time I saw him. So I was like, by the way, this is who I am. Just want to stop staring at you without saying something.
You're that milkman guy. Oh, 3-piece from Jay-Woo here. 1.6 million is the raise on the button. Back over to the milkman.
Putting the pressure on.
Yeah, milkman with some pretty great results here just in the more recent times as well. We had him on a TCH live final table broadcast, I feel like maybe within the last month, maybe 2.
Oh, what a gangster.
Yeah, and I believe he won that tournament, so we'll see. He is going to get away from this one. Nice little pickup here from Jay Wu. And let me go ahead and pull up the Hendon Mob here. I'm sure the people in the chat will let me know. Yeah, but I feel like he shipped something at a Trailblazer tour here just not so long ago.
The chat is talking about Milkman being in a game recently where he folded aces pre against kings. I feel like it was because they had some like strange rule, like 0 VPIP or something, where he was just had to get rid of it.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Do y'all know? I know this is kind of been like going around, this story.
Okay, yes, it was 2 months ago. He took first place in a $500 multi-flight event in the Trailblazer Tour up in Dallas for 105K. Yeah, I knew it was.
What a sicko.
Yeah. What a savage. To eclipse that like 2 months later with a 157 score would be pretty sick.
By a lot of milk.
Yeah. Nicholas here having a good time. He folds the 6-4, but it's nice to see some smiles at the table. I think Nicholas, one of the players that doesn't have a lot of perhaps previous final table, at least live experience, and, having a good time here. Love to see that.
Jay Wu's in a pretty nice spot, having the shorter stacks to his left. He can kind of force them to fold if they don't have it.
Yeah, and he has a pretty comfortable orientation against Hayden on the big stack, being across the table from him. The dynamic is always just sort of random, right? There is a random table draw when we go to the final table, and sometimes it just shakes out that, you have the second most chips at the table. You're in a very comfortable spot. And you have the chip leader to your left. And so then it's just like, wait, what? I just kind of get handcuffed in this spot anyways?
Yeah.
So it can be kind of weird.
Table draw is huge.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Sam is going to go ahead and take a step out for just a moment. And Mr. TJ Reed is going to join me here in just a moment for a little chat. So see how Nicholas takes this button action with the ace 3-0. He is going to open rip it for 19 big blinds. Is not the shortest stack, but near to it. And Jessica here in the small blind, the ace 10-0. All right, TJ, how's it going, man?
Aaron, doing great, thank you. How are you?
Doing great, man. It's good to have you here joining us in the booth. You're on a break in the 8-game mix. How's it going out there?
In the 8-game mix, well, we started with 25K, and I have 24K, so I got them right where I want them.
Yeah, you're setting them up for the for the bulldozer.
This is where it's at, though. How we doing? How many players left?
So we've had one elimination. We can get our prize pool up here. We had Hogan going out for $14,338, down to 8 players, and Nicholas here getting the jam through on the button for 19 big blinds, going into the chip leader's big blind there for 19 as not the smallest stack. So he's got a little pep in his step.
We got some play, huh? And Big Red, Hayden Headland there. I know he's coming as the chip lead. Does he still have it?
He does indeed. Yeah, 23 million. Jay Wu at 17 and a pretty sizable drop off down from there. June still in a very comfortable position on the 40 bigs, but yeah, we've got a real plateau here right around 20 to 25.
Oh, my goodness. Look at all these short stacks between 4 and 6. So much ICM pressure. People playing pretty tight, kind of respecting, trying to ladder, or are we seeing some shenanigans?
Well, we're an orbit and a half in, so I haven't had a ton of opportunity for shenanigans, but we did have hand number 1 right out of the gate, an absolute banger, where player opened, June opened off of the second largest stack. Mason and the Milkman flats the cutoff with ace king, And then Jay-Woo calls with also a large stack from the big blind with ace-9 of hearts. Flop, nut, flush draw, king-high board. So top for the ace-king cold call. The ace-9 has the nut flush draw. Anyways, June c-bets with his Broadway gut shot. Mason puts the whole thing in.
Oh, my goodness.
And back over to Jay-Woo, who's on nut flush draw
Yeah.
and a covering stack, but like, what the hell do I do here? And if he puts it in and June snaps, then June has him covered or like close to it. It was like hand number 1 right out of the gate. So it was very fun. The ace-9 hit the muck. June, of course, folds the gutter, and Mason chipped up nicely.
Wow, speaking of ace-king, look at this.
Yeah.
Another flat from the ace-king suited against the under-the-gun opener. But that under-the-gun opener's range is very strong. Opening off 5 million, just opens and doesn't put it all in there. So Jay-Woo kind of respecting it, but also keeping his hand hidden there. This will be interesting how this one plays out, because you got to think if Greg hits any portion of this flop, it's probably going to be committed with barely over 1-to-1 SPR behind.
Yeah, and Gregory did this earlier with 2 kings, open to 4x and a little juice. So not, not min opening. That is for sure. Gonna get the top here for Jay-Woo, and a check from Gregory.
I didn't realize our blinds were at 300K. Okay, I'm caught up now, guys. So he's opening to 4x from UTG. Kind of trying to maximize his fold equity, but ace-king going nowhere, obviously. One of those range bets where Jay was just going to miss a lot, but he did call, Greg just checks and folds. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm locking in here. My eyes have been on mixed games, 8 games, triple draw, stud. So there's no limit hold'em here. Getting my brain rewired. Anyway, thanks for having me, and just excited to be back here at TCH.
Yeah, man. What do you think of the room?
Oh, it's amazing. I knew it was big. I didn't realize how big, especially because they cleaned out that lounge area to open up for even more tables back there.
Mm-hmm.
And just from day one when I got here, it's been absolutely packed house, which was not. I'm not surprised by it. I knew a lot of people were going to show up for this series. Just really good for Texas Poker right now to see all the players come out and kind of reaffirm how good Texas Poker is.
Absolutely. And just such an incredible series that we've had from just, the start a couple of days ago, really, right? I mean, it was on Thursday of last week that the WSOP circuit here at TCH Social in Austin kicked off with the Lone Star first ring ever in the state of Texas event. Tripled the guarantee. Now we've got a $600, $500K guarantee, $1.3 million in change, nearly triples that guarantee. I mean, it's absolutely bananas in here.
These guarantees are kind of fake. The first time we run a series as the WSOP, we're kind of conservative just because we really don't want to leave the venue on the hook. We were pretty positive that these were going to get blown out of the water. Maybe we didn't know it was going to be this much, tripling all the guarantees and stuff. But yeah, if you see a number out there and you're thinking about coming down, just know that we're going to double or triple whatever the guarantees listed, and prize pools are getting massive.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this is a pretty great opportunity for everybody right up in that final push into the summer, right, to get your chops on about playing some large field tournaments, moderate buy-ins with big prize pools, and what better venue to do it in than TCH Social here in Austin. And speaking of the WSOP coming up over the summer, I mean, we're T-minus 1 month, right? Like
exactly.
Literally 1 month.
Exactly. Well, the 26th is when it starts, 31 days in April, 30 days away we are. Seems it always sneaks up on us, obviously, but you're right. Only a couple series left between now and then, and we got circuit event down in New Orleans coming up, and then West Coast out in Commerce in Los Angeles. Besides that, bracelets are going to roll into town May 26th down in Vegas.
That's right, and well, I mean, those bracelets, the siren song of the bracelets. I know you had one hell of a close shot at one here just late last year.
Yeah.
I mean, you must be itching to get back in those streets and see if you can't go ahead and seize one of those. Huh?
You know what? If you're going to take 4th place in an event and you be that close to a bracelet, that's probably the one to do it because, like, well, 10 million up top, I cashed for 3, and so it was kind of bittersweet to be that close to a bracelet. Yes, but I'm never going to complain about cashing for that much in a poker tournament. But yeah, I'm very excited. I don't have any hardware from WSOP, no rings, no bracelets. I'm going to be playing a lot more WSOP circuits now, so I think that's going to change. Bracelets tough, 100 per year in the summer, and probably playing about 30, 35, 40 of those events. So chances are limited, but I plan to be there every day, max firing, seeing what happens.
All right.
First, I'm going to donate to the poker economy here in Texas by firing a bunch of events here.
We appreciate you.
Happy to spread the love.
Yeah, those guarantees aren't going to triple themselves.
No,
so.
I'm going to be a big part of them as much as I can.
All right, so no real action of note here. A couple of open and takers as we get over and around to Gregory here on the button now with the 10 big blinds. Of course, we did have that level up to 150 and 300K. 40-minute blind levels, and just down to the 8 players from the 9 we started with. The average is going to drop as these blinds continue to increase. So I presume that we're going to get a fair bit of action in the coming hands. Here we go with a small blind versus big blind confrontation. Limp and check back. Going to 7-7 deuce rainbow texture. Interesting one here for Bob. I like this lead.
A little surprised. First of all, the button tight fold with a6 off of 10 big blinds, and then Jay-Woo has 3x the stack of Mr. Robert and decides not to put max pressure on with a pocket pair, which favors to be the best hand. That's really hard to play post flop because you're just going to see overcards so frequently, and you're going to be put in a position just like this. So, of course, Robert could have some traps in his range from the small blind off of 20 bigs, but kind of like just shoving and making your life easier as the big stack with pocket fours. As it is, now he's going to face a second barrel as Robert turns one of the best cards in the deck for his hand.
Yeah, and what's really nice is Bob doesn't really need to size up that much given, as you mentioned, he's relatively short, right? I mean, $1 million now and can ask for the rest later.
Yeah, very efficient bet. I like something around 40% pot. Accomplishes just as much as anything else. Yeah, this is nice. Robert is uncapped, can literally have pocket aces here. J-Roo, of course, could have a 7. He just checked behind and took a free card. So Robert's hoping that's not the case. But if he can get a fold out of pocket fours, this is a very good bet. Unfortunately, J-Woo is going to hang around. Wow, look at this. I didn't see this coming. Clear out some equity from a hand just like this. Make Robert's life very difficult. If he doesn't have a 7, it's really hard to proceed.
I mean, I agree with you, and yet the price that's been set is actually not that bad to take one off as a just like YOLO, right?
This is kind of a limit hold'em play where you raise the turn with the intention of checking back the river.
Yeah.
If you do get called. So you're denying some equities from some high cards, hands like this with the open ender, and then sometimes you just take it down and clear out some of the trash.
And it is going to work. I thought that Bob might just, I mean, he could obviously just be drawing dead. That is a chance. Or that if his card comes, it fills up his opponent. So I understand the fold, but for such a small amount, imagine you just like peel the pure like offsuit 10 on the river, like check, and you drag a nice one for, what was that, raise size, right?
Yeah.
Like 6th pot or something?
Yeah, it's a really awkward spot. I love the play from Jay-Woo just because, like I said, it accomplishes so much for so little, and then you really get a lot of clarity on where your hand is. And if he gets called, he can just check back the river and take his showdown equity and hope for the best.
Damn right. All right. We are getting some spicy stuff here. I love it. Hand number 19 into our second orbit as these players still playing for the 157 up top. You got a 15-minute break here. Are you getting
Well, I unfortunately got back here a little late as well, so Sam just told me that my break's over and my chips are getting blinded off.
Okay.
Which, honestly, is probably good. I'll probably be dumping off more when I'm at the table. So let them take them 100, 200 at a time instead of 2,000 at a
But your
time.
girl's rolling for me too now.
Favorite game in the 8-game mix?
I like Deuce to 7 just because you don't get to play it very often, and it's just so different from most other games. Deuce to 7 is probably the best. My favorite game, period, is probably No Limit Hold'em. It's just the one I'm best at, and I find it endlessly entertaining. A lot of mixed game players don't enjoy it. But if I'm going to get into the mixed streets, Deuce to 7 is my favorite. Deuce to 7 single draw, the absolute favorite.
Yes.
We're going to have one of those rings later this week. The very first Deuce to 7 single draw circuit ring will be given away here in Texas. Never have we run an event before.
Yeah, and that is one of my favorite game formats. It is something that I am very much looking forward to, and I will see you in those streets. We will be battling for that first ring of all time.
I'm going to be in for 10 bullets probably.
All right.
Sam's coming back in, or you want some more time? You're good? Aaron, I'm going to get out there. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you. Awkward handshake, fist bump. There we go.
You got to do both. You know, you got to get it all in there.
You guys enjoy the show. Come on down to Texas if you're anywhere in the area. We'd love to have you. This main event next weekend is going to be massive. They're the best hosts that we could ask for. Can't wait to see how the rest of the series plays out. Aaron, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for dropping in, TJ, and best of luck out there in the streets. See if you can't get some of those juicy stud pots, dragged your way. Just stud games. What can I say? They're fun. They can be. All right, here we go. Over to Jessica on her 5 million. Ace King Sam. She's lining up a wager.
Yeah. So we're at the 300K big blinds. So we have about 15 big blinds.
I guess like 17 or something in the ballpark. Math, yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Over a min open, she is going to size it up a little bit. Gregory there is the shortest stack, so she's sort of announcing, look, I'm opening the pot. I'm going to go a little bit bigger. If somebody wants to tango, we can do it. But don't try to push me around just because there's a short stack over here.
I'm very happy with whoever wins this, but I have a real soft place in my heart for Jessica. She's such a great ambassador for poker, for women in poker, for poker in general. She's a hype man. She's a silly goose.
Yeah.
She's definitely fun to watch, too.
That is the truth, yeah. And I second everything that you've said. She's also is a fantastic poker player and finds herself in these big spots pretty regular. June is going to give her the business, Sam.
Jessica is going to give him the business.
Yeah, and he kind of chose a size that feels like he's kind of committed himself.
He obligated himself in an awkward spot, but he doesn't want to lose those chips, and that's not the hand you want to go down with either.
Yeah, and I think this is kind of the story that Jessica was telling with the larger open size. Like, I can't get 3-bet and fold. And June was like, yeah, you can. You're trying to tell me the story so that I don't 3-bet you, right? Like, I think it's a little bit of a leveling thing there on the bet sizing. And now we're going to get the count and find out that June is committed 2.1 million, and it's going to be 2.9 to make the call. That would take the pot up over 10. So we're talking like he needs 27% equity or something.
That was a really ambitious raise by June. It just put him in an awkward spot, and he's not the chip stack to do it. And she was under the gun, and she's got a smaller stack. An under the gun raise is not going to fold easily.
Yeah, I mean it's completely possible that she has
like eights.
Or Jack 10 suited or something. Yeah, I mean, you can do that kind of thing and try to get a pot, but yeah. June gives her the business. She, as you say, sends it right back, and she's going to win that pot and now has more chips than June.
Third place position.
Words are hard, so I know this well.
Words are hard. That's so good.
All right, Gregory there, of course, was like, come on, you guys, you can do it. Get all those chips in there.
Where's the popcorn?
Yeah, let me ladder up here real quick. Again, these players playing for $18,315 locked up in the pocket. The next player after that will get 23.7. So we're talking a couple of dimes. Feeling good. Hayden here is going to get after it from early position with the suited one gapper on the chip lead. Jay-Woo says, yeah,
I'll see it.
let's take one off. June also interested.
I think that's an interesting call by June.
I don't know where
Yeah?
she went.
Yeah,
You think you're just letting the fours go?
I think they got to go.
I just need some water in this cup.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be perfectly reasonable to do so, but also June sitting on a fairly comfortable, sort of like 25 big blinds. Like, he's on the button. If he flops a set against the two chip leaders, very good chance that he can get a sizable
Yeah,
chunk.
he's setting himself up for something awesome.
Yeah, so I like this. I mean...
Oh, my God.
He likes it even more. Are you kidding me? Bottom set versus top two.
Just kidding, June. Great idea.
Hand's not over yet, but at the moment, 75% of the equity controlled by that man on the button. And Jay-Woo here, after a check from Hayden, gonna bet 800,000.
Good luck. Get there.
June probably not gonna have many raises here, just in general. After it goes call. He's also going to have a lot of very strong hands, so it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. He has something like ace-king, and he's just like, well, I mean, what are we going to do? Got to just raise now. So he puts in
You found the raise.
the $2 million. And yeah, if you're Jay-Woo, I mean, you're like, okay, maybe he's got a flush draw, combo draw, something like the king, queen of clubs. Maybe that hand just calls. Who knows? But, I mean, top two.
I like that song. It's like
There's no scenario where he folds here, right? It's just we're just getting it in.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little English because clubs are out and but in it to win it.
Oh, yeah. Top two, you just feel like you have the super nuts. It is just an absolute setup here. The top two against bottom set. 17% equity here for Jay-Woo. One jack. The jack of diamonds has been folded pre-flop, but he's got 3 clean outs and 2 chances to find it. Not on the turn. Can he find a miracle to send June packing? He cannot. Full dub to 16 million on the nose.
Wow.
And June is now going to be in second position on the totem pole. That is incredible. Wow, what a spot to go set mining. And not only do you find it, but your opponent has top two, so you can get paid. My goodness. Well, that is going to set things up for a little bit of a dynamic shift, right? We had what we talked about earlier where it was sort of Jay-Woo across from Milkman, or not Milkman, Big Red as the two biggest stacks. Now, with June sort of moving up, now he gets to play that sort of dynamic of cross table, and Jay-Woo is going to be a little bit handcuffed here. I would say that, you know, their chip stacks are fairly equivalent, and of course, Jay-Woo still has around 40 big blinds. So he's healthy, everything's fine, but a big difference from the hands that he was just playing, I would suspect. Love it here in the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on YouTube. TCH Live. As let's find out just how many of you fine folks are in there.
Oh, it's
about 1,200. All right.
Yeah, it's a historic number for a historic table.
Absolutely right. Well, do us a favor, all you fine folks out there. Hit the like button, man. Let's get this out to even more folks. Let's pump up this chat even more. I'll let your people know that we got this fantastic tournament going. $157,000 up top and a shiny World Series of Poker ring for the winner. Right back in the saddle here for Jay-Woo. Spooky. Good thing he didn't make quad fours. He might have had to fold it. Oh, you legend. Absolute legend. How great would it be if we got another viral poker hand off of TCH Live tonight? You know, we could go viral again. Mr. Spooky there, of course.
It's crazy how the word viral is such a good thing, but to me it's like, feels kind of gross. Going viral.
Yeah. Excuse me. Amanda in the chat, her comment got lost and wanted to say we were going to set things up. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, I must have had a premonition somewhere in there. And it did indeed come to fruition. I got to watch what I say now. Apparently, it influences poker from 30 minutes ago. How cool is that?
You got a lot of power here.
Dude, I need to be like, all right, and I won all of the money 30 minutes. Wait, how does that work? Can I change my own future? Bob here, King 7 of diamonds earlier in the tournament. And with a different chip dynamic, perhaps opening that hand. Certainly not here.
I love all the support in the chat. People from all over Texas. It's like different regions are being represented in a hardcore way.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, and how cool it is to, you know, come in here and you know, see your people playing for a whole bunch of money. And regardless of whether you put that in all caps poker ADHD, that is not happening. That yellow sweater will be mine until the day I die.
More than that. 7.
All right. Gregory here now in the big blind. Gonna have to contribute 2 of his 10 blinds. If he does end up finding a fold, he'll be down to 8. And that's when things start to feel a little bit dicey. Never loved getting below 10 big blinds. Obviously, it happens, and sometimes you just got to hang on for dear life. But especially as you get more and more shorthanded, right? If we lose another player, you're going to see that big blind ever so much more frequently, and it's going to tear you up. But see if you can't wake up with something in the big blind as well. Sometimes that's the best way to find your double up.
Yeah,
is
that
just
doesn't suck.
Oh, I just have a hand. This is good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, a little bigger than a 2x open in the cutoff.
Yeah, she did this with the ace king actually as well, 800,000. So that's her size.
Guys, if you're walking away from the table, please leave your microphones. Thank you, guys.
Wow, looks like the players are about to go on a break. That's going to give them a chance to sort of cool off, maybe go outside, get some fresh air. Ooh, a jam here from Gregory C with the 2 red 8s, and he is dominated in number and in suit. This man is well behind and going to need to find a black 8 Sam to survive here on the bubble of the break.
Keep them red. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got somebody rooting for Jessica out there. 5 for a chop. Another opportunity for Gregory to stick around. Close, but no cigar. That is going to do it for Gregory C. He's going to be finishing in 8th place.
Thank you.
Sam, $18,315 for that, man. Still a pretty good consolation prize.
Badass. Way to play, Gregory.
Yeah, well done. Congratulations on that deep run, outlasting the vast majority of 2,562 entries on your way to a 5-figure payday. Everyone else now, whether they walked away from the table before that hand transpired or not, is now going to be up over 20K
Yeah,
guaranteed.
they're 5K richer.
Yeah, that was a nice little step up. And our next ladder up between 7th and 6th place is going to be the better part of $7,500. We'll call it $7,300. And, yeah, the pay jumps are starting to get juicy. All right, so these players are going to go on a 15-minute break. And so we're going to just hang out with you guys for a little bit. I think perhaps one of us will step out, use the restroom or whatnot, and then we'll come back in. But, yeah, let us know in the chat if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, we're going to just kind of go over a few of the things that we have coming up here at Texas Card House. First and foremost, we got the WSOP time and monthly special. Guests can purchase a monthly membership and 9 hours for $100. That's your best ticket in for the remainder of the WSOP circuit stop here. Kicked off last Thursday on the 23rd and is going to run all the way through the weekend and into Monday, maybe Tuesday. Honestly, I haven't looked to see if there's an event on Tuesday, but it is for sure going to go all the way through because we have the main event, $1,700 buy-in, $1 million guarantee, which, of course, given the smashings of the guarantees, is going to be far in excess of $1 million in the prize pool. So come on down, get yourself a monthly membership and 9 hours of cash play time for $100 and participate in the remainder of this series. We've got the $400 100K guarantee, first flight underway right now. You can still late reg that. The 8-game mix also underway right now. You can late reg that. Tomorrow, more flights for the $400 100K. And then one of the best games that you will ever play, Deuce to 7 single draw, is going to be on Wednesday. And I think it's also Wednesday that the first starting flights for the main event get underway as well. So those will be running all the way through the weekend. Day 2 Sunday, final table on Monday. And if I'm not at that final table, I will be back here in the booth hanging out with you guys here in the chat. All right, let's take a look here at the chat and see what kind of questions you guys have. Columbia Bound, did I fire this event? I did. I fired it 5 freaking times, and I kept getting it in good and losing. It happens, unfortunately. Limp Rays wants to know, is there a Cheddar's in Austin? I believe there is. Are there Saddies tomorrow? I think that's correct. I think there are Saddies basically all the way up until day 2. There should be some form of a satellite running at some point during the day. Either 6 seats guaranteed or 10 seats guaranteed. I'm not exactly sure, but yes, there would definitely be satellites. The best thing to do is to download the WSOP Live app from the Play Store, go in there and check what is still currently, I think, the 3rd option down on the events. It's going to be TCH Social, Austin. You click on that. It's going to have the full schedule. You can sort by satellites if you want, but yes, you should be able to find that information. How much for a WSOP TCH hoodie? I don't know exactly what they're selling for. I think the normal going rate is $50 for our TCH hoodies. Don't quote me, but I think it's around $50. Definitely do have hats, yes. What was the buy-in? $600. $600, guaranteeing $500,000 in the prize pool. We got $1.3 million in the prize pool off of 2,500 entries. I mean, this place has been absolutely wall-to-wall packed for days and days, and this event was a big part of that. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and leave that up there so that you guys can see what these players are going for. Garen wants to know, how often are these tournaments? How often? Well, this is the very first WSOP circuit stop in the entire state of Texas, and we have the pleasure of doing it here at TCH Social in Austin, Texas. We hope that there will be many more WSOP circuit stops coming through not only this location, but perhaps some of the other locations around the state. This is sort of like the flagship room at the moment, the most tables available. So I think, it would make the most sense for them to come through here. Also, Austin, just what a great place. I mean, Dallas, Houston, also great places, but, I mean, who doesn't want to come in from out of state and go check out Austin, the capital, and all of the beautiful things that we have to offer here. So I would hope that we get some more here. As far as these sorts of tournaments, we just concluded the Trailblazer, the TCH home brand poker tournament series. It culminated in the final events here also in Austin. So that just wrapped up. Mason Veith, the milkman, won an event, a $600 event or $500 event, whatever it was, for $105,000 just a couple months ago in a tournament very similar to this, a little bit smaller prize pool, but very similar. And so, yeah, we're running these tournaments all the time. If you want to come and play, TCH is the place to do it here in Texas. Let's see. What else we got? Alpha Slot says, great job with the series. Yeah, absolutely. The staff, the servers, the security team, the people taking care of parking, the valet squad, everyone has been doing such a fantastic job. The chefs, of course, churning out delicious food on the fantastic menu that we have here in the club. Fantastic beverages being slung out of the bar as well. I mean, you name it, we got it. So come on down, hang out with us. Again, you can get that $100 special to get you in the door and play some cash games as well. Chancellor says, same time next year. Yeah, let's do it. I'm already in for it. Combos. How do you suggest getting better at post-flop play in poker? Well, there's a lot of free information out there that you can find on the internet. There are training sites, obviously, where you'll have to sign up and pay a certain monthly membership or, something like that to get, deeper access. But there's a ton of free content out there. You can go on to YouTube. And I always say this. I don't get any sort of kickback or anything, but I always say Jonathan Little has really good information for, sort of entry-level poker players. I think he does a great job of explaining things, and he has a ton of free content. So you can just find him on YouTube, Jonathan Little Poker Coaching, whatever it is. Watch a few videos. There will be anything from, the nosebleeds, guys playing 100K tournaments and stuff where it's not going to translate exactly one-to-one to the games that you're going to be playing, but there's also a lot of really good content that will. In fact, he's had a recent series talking about the smaller stakes strategy. So, yeah, that's one place to start. Let's go ahead and see what else we got in here. Matt Pez, over double the prize pool is insane. You're right. Yeah, this room has been popping. I mean, there's so many people in here that the AC is just just swamped. So you won't need a hoodie, unfortunately. Sometimes it's 58 degrees. You can see your breath in a poker room. Right now, it's not the case. Is that a stone wall behind the table or unfinished stucco? That is textured. That is textured wallpaper. It's meant to look like that. Man. Patty says TCH is the best service of any poker room she's played in, and even over the Venetian. Look, I thank you for that comment, and I obviously, am a TCH man, but yeah, it's not even an exaggeration. It's not me tooting their horn. This is one of the best poker rooms I have ever played in, hands down. It is beautiful. The bar at the center of the room, you got the cash tables up front, the tournament in the back. It's absolutely top tier. So thank you for those kind words. And if you haven't been to TCH here in Austin, if you're from somewhere else in the state or from out of state, you have to come check it out. It's amazing. Where to go? Is TCH beginner friendly? Been doing online the past few months and feel like you'll make a fool of yourself. It absolutely is beginner friendly. In fact, it's so beginner friendly that they even run a 1-1 no limit hold'em game with a max buy-in of $100, I believe it is. Maybe it's $200, which is significantly lower than the normal sort of entry level stake, the 1-2 with 500 cap for buy-in. And they'll they try to keep the players that want to go play the 1-1 smaller game. You're legitimately a beginner and you're going there to try to learn and have fun and play with other people that are also at the beginner level. No, sort of sharks trying to bum hunt this freaking game or something. So absolutely you can come and play the 1-1 here at TCH. We've got a list for it every day. King Sam in physics class right now watching this. Awesome. I've been in many a physics class myself, so hope you're enjoying the show and hope you're enjoying your lessons. And Mixon, is my name actually pronounced Aaron? Yeah, exactly. That's there's the hyphens and everything on my birth certificate. Aaron. You got it. All right. Well, Sam is back.
Oh, yeah.
And we're down to 7 players. So let's rehash things because they're about to level up. And we just went from 150, 300 to 200, 400. That is a big jump. And that is going to put some significant pressure on not just our shortest stack down at what's going to be like 12 big blinds, but now Bob and Mason, who were like close to 20 big blinds, are now under 15. That is a huge change.
The pressure is going to be felt, that is for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you and I, we played this tournament many times. You, of course, made it to day 2. I think you came into day 2, around 10 big blinds or something?
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So basically just like these guys.
Exactly. So you're familiar with the pressure. And it is not a comfortable place to be, especially, 7-handed. You're going to be, between the button and the under the gun position is just a couple of hands. And now all of a sudden, like, you have to pay to see some cards.
Yeah, the button is moving in a much smaller circle.
Yeah, that is for sure. Mixon wants to know, is it Ask Me Anything with Sam now? I think the answer to that is absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. So any questions for Sam as well? Drop those in the chat as the players, I think, just a few more minutes before we get cards back in the air.
I might need to call my lawyer, though, for some of these questions.
Yeah, pleading the fifth is always allowed here on TCH Live.
Oh, man. I am just ecstatic to be here. And, like, the buzz of the room is just... It's just an electric feeling walking down between these tables. A lot of hot breath and hot bodies. Dude. But I'm here for it.
Yeah, and especially anywhere near these like breaks, right? You're like, oh, you know what? I should probably go use the restroom. Good luck, buddy. What I was doing when I was playing this event was I would literally just like fade the lines and everything at the break, go back to my seat for like the very first hand. And if I wasn't going to be in the blind or something, then just like immediately dip and go use the bathroom.
Move.
Yeah.
I get so excited just being a female in poker because in Vegas I get like a full bathroom to myself, like can do whatever I want, hang out, not have to talk to anybody, not have to see anybody. That's just my moment of sanctuary. Same here in the card rooms. But then I see the guys and I'm like, well, sucks to be you.
Yeah, there's just like a line snaking around between the tables for the men's restroom, and it's just like, oh god, what are we doing here?
They do stack the breaks pretty well between the tournaments, but these are some large fields in these tournaments. Our first tournament was 900 people in a 100K guarantee.
So amazing.
900 bodies. Well, mostly 900 bodies.
Yeah, 901 unique entries, entries. But the unique players was still something like insane, like 500 people. This room was just packed.
That's my honesty for the day.
All right, what do we got here? We got, is there anywhere people can follow your TCH content, says Kyle Frisbee.
Oh, Kyle Frisbee would say that. He's such a supporter. On the socials, Sam Poker on Instagram, at Sam Poker, SAMM. I do a lot of content for TCH and promoting some of the poker apps as well. But really, I'm really loving this job of being a commentator. This is the sickest stuff. When I found out WSOP was coming, I was like, wait a minute. Does that mean we're going to get to commentate this? And now, like, this is a dream come true right now.
Dude, hell yeah. Sign us up, right? One more question here before we get back into the action. Garrett says, what's your experience, Mr. Commentator? Professional poker player for the last 7 years now? 7 years, whatever. So, yeah. Once upon a time, a scientist, now a poker player, and here we are watching these players play for big chunks of change. I again, played this event. We'll be playing several other events. I will be playing the $100K guarantee, $400 buy-in, which is going to obliterate that guarantee.
Oh, yeah. There's multiple fights, too.
Yeah, the first one running right now. You can still late reg that. But then 2 more flights tomorrow. Again, the high roller, I believe, still has registration open today as
right
well.
Now. Same with the 8-game mix. Monster Stack tomorrow. We had the seniors this morning.
That's right. Seniors running out there. God, there's so many tournaments
And
going.
everything is smashing the guarantees. And we're not even in, we're just on a Monday right now going into our main event weekend.
Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Ace King suited for June. Min open from under the gun, and Nicholas, one of those short stacks. Got 12 big blinds and 2 red 7s, Sam. We could see some action.
I feel like action is a coming. Oof.
Yeah, kind
There's been contact
here. Anyone else seemingly out of the way? Can we get through Bob?
Oh, Bob with, what, 11 big blinds?
Fair enough.
10.5.
An ace-queen. I think I know what's about to happen.
Well, it's definitely possible. And it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility at all. But let's take into account just exactly what we've seen here.
ICM implications, yeah.
Well, it's an under-the-gun open from June who has plenty of chips covering this. It's not just like an auto call with his whole range. Nicholas has, 12 big blinds. But this is like the kind of scenario where you look at this and you say, I don't have to get involved right now, right? He doesn't have to. He's not forced to.
But also that button is moving, and the blinds are coming, and 11 big blinds and ace-queen. But, yeah, people have been showing strength in this hand. This is a really tough spot. I don't think it's an easy laydown.
No, this is absolutely not.
And Bob is a
badass
player, and I am definitely not necessarily. No, I'm rooting for him in this hand. I just got to say it. I respect his game, and this is a big moment.
It really is, and he's gonna make the call here because he was covered. So this is Robert calling off his tournament life. June, of course, can't get the chips in there fast enough. He says, "Yeah, 3 ways, Ace King suited, sign me up." And it's going to be a tough spot for Bob to get out of. 17% equity.
We just need a queen.
Yeah.
I did see that Mason folded one, but there's more.
Yeah, 7, ace queen, ace king of clubs.
We need ace king of clubs.
7.
Man, we got players on their feet. We got the rail coming in.
I feel like I want to be on my feet right now. I am holding my breath.
Yeah, it's two-player knockout if the one that covers wins.
Yeah, the players not in the hand are super affected by the aftermath of this as well. Could be a huge page up if June scoops.
Dude, yeah, Mason, the milkman, is like, let's go June, right? Like,
yeah.
if a double knockout comes through, he goes from guaranteeing 23 all the way up to 41.
Double.
This is a huge spot for all of these players, but Milkman, he doesn't even have cards on their back. Like, he just gets to watch the carnage unfold. So let's see what happens.
All right, come here.
Well, we gotta let this
All right, the accounting all done. Pots right. We're going to take 5 and find out who is still with us. June here has both players covered. It is possible for Bob to win the main pot and Nicholas win a teeny tiny side pot. It is possible. I don't know, like, a scenario under which that could happen, but, like, it's whatever. Bob here is the shortest stack. Queen on the flop for Bob.
Ain't no way.
Hey, 6 for a
That's
sweat.
huge.
6 for a sweat, kid. 6.
What?
What?
The rail
sickos.
calls for the 6. The 6 comes.
Whatever happens, happens.
Oh, come on. Give him an 8.
You got it in good.
And it's a king on the river.
Sorry.
It's a king on the river.
Oh gosh, good game, Bob.
2 knockouts.
And Nicholas, double knockout.
Good game, Nicholas.
That was like one of the most like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what
so
the hell?
freaking sweaty.
Every street changed.
I am currently perspiring. Oh.
That was incredible. All right, so we need our congratulations to Robert. Bob French, unfortunately, just covered by a tiny little bit by Nicholas, is going to be our 7th place finisher. So Bob French, $23,700 for that man, $31,060 for Nicholas. Going to be, I believe, his biggest score by a wide margin, unless the information that I was given is incorrect. So fantastic showing from both of those players. Again, beating out the vast majority of 2,562 entries. Very well done. And what a spot for June. He is now our chip leader, eclipsing Hayden with that hand. The Miracle King on the river.
Oh, I need a fan. It's hot in here. I'm going through so many emotions.
Yeah, that was incredible. Just whipsawing from 17% for Bob to then an 85% favorite, right? Like, oh, and then he can't hold.
Yeah, the hard part came when we spiked the queen on the flop.
Yeah, just 6 on the turn too to give the 7s.
The
just
rail
like,
yelling 6 is hilarious. Like not, but is.
Yeah, what a crazy
When we get
hand.
heads up, we'll ask them to. No, when we get heads up, we'll go on that side so y'all can see.
Oh, I love the
Jessica.
confidence in Jessica. Get it, girl.
I'll move to the
Absolutely.
one. I'll just move to the one.
So Mason here, still the short stack. We were talking about how he kind of benefits the most from a double elimination there, which he did get to witness, but he is on 12.5 big blinds, something like that. So he's still got work to do, and with 2 players eliminated, it means he's going to be in the blind a lot more often. Jessica here on her 10 million is at 25 big blinds, so she's in a relatively comfortable position, as is Jay-Woo on his 31. So with these consolidations, the pace of play here really going to be dictated by Mason getting it in, doubling up, or at least picking up some chips to kind of distance himself from the bottom spot. Shaggy Green getting in the streets with you on Hijack, it
Yeah,
sounds like.
I'd be there sometimes.
Yeah.
He does too. It's cool when you play on an online site that is Texas exclusive. You're bound to cross paths with a lot of people.
Your local OGs.
Your local OGs.
All right, here we go. After that massive consolidation into the stack of June Park. Look at that, man. Stack now. Full barrel and more of those red chips. And he will put them to good use. 500K a piece. He's going to make it 2.2 million. A 3-bet over the button open from Jay-Woo with the ace-7. Immediately applying pressure here. And Jay-Woo will let it go.
This is I think a pretty tough table position for Jay-Woo now with June heaped up.
Yeah, and it was all sort of courtesy of that big confrontation that they had earlier as well, right? So, yeah, pretty spicy spot here. But, he's still healthy enough, right? He just, now at this point, his job is
He's
to
just
sort of
more
outlast.
handcuffed. Yeah, healthy and handcuffed.
That's a good username or a screen name, right? At least you're healthy.
A lot of support in the chat for Jess and Big Red, June. I mean, I guess everybody's got their people. This is such a star-studded table. That's what it is. Star-studded table.
Yeah, absolutely. Heads up between a couple of raggy jacks. Neither player connecting. This is a blind v blind confrontation, and we'll go check, check.
Ooh, I like that word, super cuffed.
Super cuffed. Full-blown omega cuffed. Yeah, you could try to put a lot of things before that, but super cuffed is good. Check, check again. Hayden here with the jack of spades, not going to sort of apply any pressure. And that 8 is going to play. Curiously played hand. As Jess says, not a chop? Are you serious?
Aces.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, he won.
And yeah, the 8 is kicking.
Aces, queen, jack. Your 8 plays.
Dan Fielding thought the poker tournaments would be handing out belt buckles to the winners instead of rings. Well, there have definitely been some tournaments giving away belt buckles in the state of Texas. That has
that's
happened.
not an unheard of thing.
The WSOP, though, has stuck with their traditional model of giving a shiny gold ring.
Jack 8. Jack
Yeah,
3.
and these are the first WSOP circuit rings ever given in the state of Texas. This is historic in itself. We wear our belt buckles, we win the rings.
That's right.
And I love Jessica wearing her cowboy flair. Not necessarily her everyday attire, but when in Rome, when you're doing something historic in Texas, wear the boots.
Yeah, no, she's got a great outfit there, and we'll see if she can't continue to ladder up and work her way towards heads up, which she's already claimed she's going to. And not going to get any closer to that goal with the 9-7-0. She will let it go, and Hayden here with a chance perhaps to bully the short stack. But he's got the 8-3 suited, so he's going to play it a little bit closer to the vest. And while he will attack, it's for a min open. Yeah, shove it in. Let's go.
I like it. I really like it. I think Hayden could have opted for just the jam and would have been able to keep those chips. Hayden.
Or just jam any 2.
Just jam any 2.
Thank you, Alex.
But then, I mean, then you double up if they have it.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of an interesting decision point.
I love your
and
hair.
To find the min open instead of the limp or whatever, right? Like everyone's gonna have a little bit of a different strategy, perhaps. You'll definitely see some traps, right, where it's like, oh, I just have aces and the short stack is in the big blind. Like, let me just limp and let him do this, you know? Yeah. But like the min open would have also accomplished that had he sort of been trapping. So you never know. Nice little suited Broadway hand here for Jessica, but she's going to run straight into the king-queen for Hayden on the button. And he is going to put in the 3-bet. Easy folds from the queen-jack to 7-5. And back over to Jessica. Will be playing out of position if she continues for another 1.2 million. Pot would go up to 5, and she would have 7 remaining, so she's going to make the snug laydown here. Just fades the spot.
There's shorter stacks on this table, and this might not, playing out of position is really meh. So I get it. I like the fold.
Thank you.
All right.
I think Jessica's hat has a queen of spades in the loop of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So awesome. So gangster.
Hayden here continuing to apply pressure. This time it is into June's big blind, but he's got the ace-8 or 5-handed. And you're just going to have to keep attacking. Doesn't matter who's in that big blind, whether he's the big stack or not. And Jay Woo. Couple of kings.
So we're out of position. We got a super premium. What's the sizing?
Got Eli in the chat. Shout out to Aaron and Sam working hard in the booth. Thanks, man. Well done on your final table commentary as well, good sir.
I love how we hype each other up. We're all loving poker in Texas.
That's right, man. We fam.
We fam.
I'm too busy laughing at the rail. They're distracting. I'm so sorry. They're hilarious. I am a fan.
Fan of the fans.
You can do no wrong, Red.
Yeah, it's such a cool thing too that we have the live stream table, you know, right here, center of the room, right next to the bar, right? The players can kind of congregate. We got the ropes to keep them from getting a little bit too close to the players. But you know, you grab a beverage, you hang out, you root for your pals. Like, what could be better?
I can't think of much.
Yeah, I mean, being in here, watching the cards face up on the screen is pretty great too. But yeah, it don't matter where you're watching this game, on the felt, near the felt, in the booth, and back at home, kicked back and relaxing, watching it here on YouTube as well. Pretty cool stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining us, making this historic moment even better, doing it all together. All right, that is going to be a raise and take it here for Hayden, as he'll drag another pot. Mitchell says the milkman will spin it up. Well,
Why are you picking on the little
the
guy?
time for that
Come on, I have
is
more
coming.
chips.
Jessica
I did
has
one stack.
dwindled
I did
a
one
little
stack.
bit and
I gracefully did one stack.
is
All I use
now
is my
sub
nail.
20 big blind.
Look how quick you could pick yours up, though.
Well, now you're gonna struggle the whole time.
I know. These chips are slick.
Well, they're brand new. They haven't been.
Tarnished.
Well, they're probably still
Mutzified.
pretty germified.
Germified also. Good word. Yeah, they aren't real tournament chips if you can't just like scrape your fingernail across it and get a real good goober, you know?
So
I do really like these chips over the old clay ones because those clay ones would just suck up that schmutz and just, oh,
They're
God.
very schmutzy.
These ones, though, they're easy to clean. I'd say they do a good job of that, keeping them hygienic. All right, heads up we go between two heart hands. There's one heart on the flop, but no pairs. Hayden here with the best queen high. And Wolfie made it. Has a feeling we about to see some action. All right, going to try to conjure up some big pots.
I love a hype rail.
Yeah, you want two big blinds. Let's freaking go.
Jeez. It's going to be a loud night, huh?
I do think it's funny, though, right? Like, this kind of harkens to, like, WSOP main event, where it's just, like, they're playing for millions of dollars, and there's, like, the whole, like, massive rails of people going absolutely bananas. And, like, someone wins, like, one big blind, like, the small blind just, like, folds or something, and it's just like, "Yeah!" They're just, like, so excited.
Every pot counts.
That's right, man. That's right.
I'm, like, at the edge of my seat right now. I'm just leaned into this screen.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Mitch Lloyd just tuning in. Excited for all of this. Yeah, dude, this is incredible. Well, if you haven't already made it down here to play, you should do so because there's a lot of great events kicking off going into the weekend. We got the $400 100K running right now, first flight of that. 2 more tomorrow. Deuce to 7 single draw on Wednesday. We got a bunch of flights for the main event, $1 million guarantee. How many millions will be in the prize pool? Nobody knows, but it's got to be at least 2, right? I mean, there's no chance.
No chance it's not.
Yeah.
And we ain't bluffing, y'all.
That's the damn truth. All right. So, Jessica here with the ace-8 will c-bet from the button, takes it down. Her rail is a little bit more subdued about, the wins, but
not as loud for me winning a hand than you were.
Somebody was scrolling on Instagram, saw your post, and that music was playing out loud.
Yeah.
And that song was on nonstop
yeah.
this morning. I probably listened to it 20 times.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, I love it.
I don't want y'all to change. Y'all are perfect. Oh no, I said when I win a hand, y'all didn't cheer as loud as when he folded a hand. That's all. I just wanted to be even, yeah.
Nice hand, Jess.
That's great.
Cheering for you when you fold.
Okay, that is an all-in by the Milkman. King, Queen suited. That story checks. He's got about 11 big blinds.
Yeah, got to get through the big stack here, and he's going to wake up with a pair.
I think this is going to be
a
hand that's going down.
It's going to be a call. So
we need 5.
Yeah.
King, Queen to 5s.
All right, Mason for his tournament life.
Really big spot, obviously, for Mason. Big for Jessica as well. If Mason doubles, she'll then be the shortest stack. But Mason here going to need to find some help, and there's no help here outside of the backdoor straight draw from the 9.
Uh-oh, that's getting worse.
Yeah, down to just a king or a queen, or Mason Veith, the Milkman, will be finishing in 5th place, taking home $41,222. Finds a beautiful hand to get it in there. The king-queen suited from the button, but just runs into it. And June Park continues to gobble up more and more chips as we are down to 4 players. Now guaranteed $55,000, nearly $400.
No, the sick payouts. The money is real. And congrats to Mason for a great 5th place finish.
Yeah, another big score here. So 2 months ago, taking down $105,000 in that Trailblazer tournament. Another, 41 and change. So pretty good couple of months here for the Milkman. Absolutely can't be too concerned or too upset about that. But yeah, obviously anytime you get to a final table and you sort of flame out before the top 2 spots, it always feels like, I mean, if you don't win the tournament, it feels like you lost. And it's tough. But if he had been told, going into the tournament, you're going to get 5th for $41,000, he would have been like, yeah, sign me up.
I'm chill with that.
I'll take it.
Nice run, Mason.
Yeah, well played and good run. Let's see. So I did see somebody say something in the chat. Let me scroll up here. Poker Monkey going to be in Vegas here soon, playing some events and some 2-5. Well, good luck out there. Best of fortunes to you and to everybody who's going out to Vegas to play the WSOP out there this summer. Hope to run into some of you guys. We'll see. Not sure what exactly events I'm going to be playing out there, but just got to get it through this tournament series before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, it's nice to get these big tournament reps in right before Vegas. Pretty clutch to have a stop right before.
It can be, or it can absolutely torch your bankroll.
Let me rethink what we're playing now in Vegas.
Yeah, dude, it's like, hey, I'm going to get some practice. I can put in, the things that I've been studying or whatever, put them into action. And then it's like, no, I just get cooler, and my bankroll is on fire. So, awesome. But we'll see.
As a person who plays a lot of tournaments, my bankroll seems to always be on fire.
Welcome to the club. Yeah, that's the...
Someone get me a fire extinguisher.
Seriously.
Okay. Well, we have contact. Both of these players have got a little something on this flop.
Yeah, and our two biggest stacks at that. So Hayden here going to check from out of position with the top pair. Middling kicker. We'll get a free turn card. 4 of hearts. 2.2 million in the middle. Hayden here has a hand that certainly needs to get value at some point, even against the chip leader in position. Potentially an opportunity to raise at any given time. But given the hands that we can see, it is going to be a bet and a quick call. 3.7 million in the middle going to a river. Ace or a 5 only to improve for June.
Thank you.
And he will not.
Tab if you need anything.
4-liner to a straight. A 6 is a straight. It is possible that, you know, there are some 6s out there. And Hayden is going to go for the block size even with the top pair. Love this. Back over to June now. Front door flush draw has bricked out, but he has the pair. He's not going to turn the 5 into a bluff and get his opponent off of a better hand. Makes the call, and the crowd goes wild.
And the crowd goes wild.
God, to be young again.
B. Gonzalez says Jess was the button, then she moved the button, and the dealer moved it again.
Animal.
Yeah, they're saying Mason missed his small blind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ask him what he saw.
Well, that's a bummer, and you know, once it happens and a hand is dealt, there's no going back. So
Yeah, we are where we are.
yeah, this is just what it is. I mean, it won't be so consequential, perhaps. We're just moving on, and Jess
Oh my gosh.
shipping it with the ace king on the button for 19 big blinds.
This is a huge spot.
Snap jam from Hayden. Here we go.
Come on.
He said chop. I love you.
Jess.
Jess in her seat, happy to witness the run out from seat 2. Here we go. Can she improve with the ace king? King in the window. And 2 hearts behind it. Neither player controlling a heart, so those could only result in a chop should they continue to roll off. Someone on the rail calls for chop, Sam.
Big Red called for the chop.
Oh.
Okay.
It doesn't come. It's 2 10s going
And that
down
is
in
a double.
flames. Holy smokes. Jessica Richards now up to 16 million. She's got 40 big blinds now.
Slay Queen.
And yeah, like Jay-Woo, who is assumed the position of the shortest stack at the table, was like, you know, doing his best Mason Beath impression over there. He's like, all right, you guys just bust each other out, and I'll sit over here and ladder up. Wow. And that is going to even things out actually quite severely, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has 30 big blinds plus, and June up there at the top with his like 70.
It's not really a push fold game anymore.
Right.
No, we've got a real opportunity to play
He's right.
like post flop, post turn, like 3 street game. This is awesome. Hope everybody out there on YouTube is enjoying this and is ready to see some 4-way action for what could be an extended battle. These players jockey for their position. Voodoo Poker played with Jessica yesterday. Finished 22nd in this event. That's a solid run.
Super
well played.
solid. Jessica's a great sport. She's someone, I mean, she's someone I want at the table, but totally don't want at the table because she's got all that skill, but she's also got all that personality.
Yeah, she's fun, but yeah, she will take your chips with no mercy. That is the truth. Yeah, one thing that you can definitely say for Jess, like these big spots just don't seem like big spots. She's just Jess. She's still doing her thing.
Just Jess.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, right there, she's not on her feet. She's not, you know, amped up. She's just like, yeah, I got it in with ace king. What else would anybody do?
Yeah,
Well, you know, we win or we lose. We take the money and go home, or we continue to play. It doesn't matter.
Should I take it back? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get it out there, and then I end up taking it back. I'm so sorry.
All right. We continue four-handed.
This is a tough final floor. Can't sleep on anyone on this table.
That's the truth. So I searched Jay-Woo to see sort of if he had any big results. You know, June, notable results, of course. We've got Jessica, very notable results. Hayden, notable results as well. Jay-Woo does not have a big live tournament resume that shows up online. So
well, he's very competent on this table, so I don't think we can discount him at all.
No, that is the truth, and that is often the case, right? That you try to find somebody's results, you don't really see that much, but then the way that they hold themselves in the game that they play really indicates that they've put in the effort to understand the game. And yeah, you never really know. Sometimes they play online a lot, or they're just naturally gifted. You never know. But regardless, it is going to be a 3-bet here from Jessica into this button open. And it was raised to 800,000. She's going to give him the real business here, 3.5 million. Not an unreasonable size, but definitely on the larger size.
Jay-Woo, another Houston legend. So him and Jessica have probably got some hand history together.
Yes, that could very well be. And he is going to make this call. The 9-8 suited, one of the sort of the dangerous ones in that there is that ever so often it happens. Jack, Queen Jack 10 flop where you make the nuts.
It's a big pot.
Or you think it's the nuts. Ace King has you cooked. As it stands, yeah, he's just going to take one off. Makes 3 to a straight flush, so he's got some turn equity that could show up. But
do we expect a C-bet on this flop from Jessica, or do we like the check? Like, how... I'm so intrigued on this hand.
Yeah, King High disconnected like that. I think
we're fine taking the check.
No, I think it's definitely her board. She's going to have all the Ace King.
She's
probably
representing
not.
the bigger cards for sure, the more premium. And the King seems like that was the card to spite.
Yeah, I think perhaps this is one of those scenarios where, like, Jessica has a pretty good position at the table with the chips that she has. She's playing out of a position against a player that was willing to call a, like, 4.5x 3-bet. So he's probably got something, right?
Well,
and so she's willing to just kind of, like, slow it down, check, and just kind of take it one step at a time. It's going to work out very poorly as she does call the turn bet from out of position with the ace high, hoping that her opponent has something like a 10-jack or whatnot, and it just doesn't work out for her. She does drop once again down to the shortest stack. Jay-Woo getting a nice chip infusion there.
She could have made this river bet when the queen comes, but I feel like it would have had to have been a sizable risk.
Well, and what is she repping at that point? She's not repping a queen. She's repping some sort of, like, trapped hand because you don't just, like, suddenly get a queen on the river and be like, oh, now I go for, like, sick value, right? Like,
yeah,
not
it's a tough
really.
spot. Like, if you're not telling the story already, it's kind of hard to just make something up at the end.
Exactly, and that's often, how we kind of, like, piece ourselves through, like, bluff catching is, like, the story that you're telling and the way that the board texture changed. Do those line up? Do they not? Like, had she just gone for, like, a check, call, and then, like, lead river, it would have been weird. It would have been real weird.
It would have probably been sussed out and cost her more chips, so check makes the most sense in that formation.
Yeah, given the way that she played it. But, yeah, once again, she's down to the short stack. She's still healthy, over 20 big blinds, but that level up is not that far off, and we're going to be up at 250K, 500K, and that
is top pair.
Is indeed, with the king kicking, 94% equity in the hand. Going to bet 800,000, and it's really just not much here for Hayden in the big blind with the 640. And he will let it go. Luke wants to know who is commentating. It's Aaron McAvoy and Samantha Perryman.
Samantha Perryman. He uses my my birth certificate name.
We're gonna need some. We're gonna need your middle initial and your social security number.
You know, this is the first time I've ever commentated with Aaron. We've been friends for quite a while, but I wasn't worried about this at all. I was like, we talk normally as human beings. We could probably do this with the mic.
Well, actually.
And I know Aaron could definitely make me sound less stupid, so.
I can't do that for myself.
Yeah, I know. And I ain't saving him, but
no.
He's got me.
I'll do my best. All right. We've got a raise here. The King 8 suited on the button. Running into the Ace 10 here for Jay Wu.
Do we see a raise coming?
I believe that is coming. Luke says thanks. No, Jay Wu says let's take a flop. Gonna make the call here.
A little trappy.
Yeah, not unreasonable. I mean, the Ace 10 plays very well. Just
and he's out of position.
Yeah, why not?
A little something for everybody with this flop.
Yeah, and it's always interesting when we get shorter handed, right? Like, even if you have sort of done your ICM study and you kind of know how to navigate the money jump spots and the pressure of, maybe you're tightening up or expanding your pre-flop opening range for that aspect of it, you're still just going to be compelled to play a bunch of hands from the blinds.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, primarily the big blind.
I mean, you can't fold them.
Yeah. Or you're going to get run over.
Yeah, you'll bleed out.
And so it's always interesting when we get to see this, like, short-handed, how do people handle their big blinds? Are they tending more towards calling with hands like this or, like, leaning heavily into the 3-bets, whatever. Exciting turn. River card. The turn completely innocuous, but both players now with the 2 pair. And there's a chance that either player could have a 9. Jay Wu, though, is going to go for value with his 10, and he will get that value. And a chunky loss here for Jessica. She is now going to drop down to 21 big blinds after this. Substantially lower than the remainder of the table. And
they're talking about me in the chat.
What?
They said my voice is like butter.
Butter?
And I should be a voice of Siri. And then there's more rumors that aren't true. Oh, my gosh. Y'all got me dying right now.
Nice. I guess that's that could be the wave of the future, right? Like selling your voice likeness to some sort of AI bot or something. I don't know.
It's for sale.
Crazy. Dude, that's insane. I don't know. I mean, now they probably wouldn't even pay you for it. They just like copy it and be like, what are you going to do? It's not yours. Oh.
Yeah.
It's a crazy world.
Yeah.
Feet pics and AI voices, It's the world we're living in.
I mean, if they can give me some piece of that money, I'll do them both. Working for tournament buy-ins.
Yeah, can I get in on this? Somebody want to see my feet? I don't know.
This series hasn't been going so well.
Yeah,
So
I need some buy-ins.
Vegas is coming up.
Oh, some buy-ins needed. Oh my goodness, 3-bet here from June. He's just applying the pressure with the big stack. This is pure power poker. Also, being a believer in the 9 triz is getting some points in my book. Love this from June.
I mean, I thought 9s and trays were wild.
They could be. They could be. King, king, jack. Nothing here for Hayden. June should be able to tell a story and get it through. Nice down bet here. 23% pot thereabouts on this board texture. Gonna handcuff Hayden into a call with the ace high as he does beat some hands, but ace high is gonna feel a lot of pressure if it faces another wager. Showdown now for June, but do we just keep foot on the gas and try to get a pocket tens or a jack to fold? He says no.
I low-key love the check.
Okay.
It feels trappy. I feel like he knows he has the best hand, and now he has, now has the best hand, and now he can just get value on this river.
Value on the river. I'm not so sure. Obviously, the queen of spades changes the texture a lot, but I don't.
I lied.
Well, I'm not even sure that like the deuce of hearts, just like the omega brick, is ever like a spot where June goes like bet, check, bet for value. I'm just not sure that that's true.
Then value or showdown value.
Well, yeah.
I meant like we feel a little more safe once we hit the 9. I don't think we were fearing as much. I feel like we were betting like we had it, and now we have it.
Okay. Fair enough. Hayden here betting doesn't have it, but look at this board texture. We've got a 4-liner to a straight. We've got 3 to a spade flush, and we're betting tiny. In position. Whoa. June folds the best hand.
Yeah, I had the wrong read on that. You're right, Aaron.
Wow. To get that through at 1.5 million is incredible.
That was such a... There were mind games played right there.
Wow.
That's insane. I can't... Wow.
Hand number 44, y'all, write that one down. I think that one could be like a hand breakdown, whatever, analysis video for anyone and everyone, because that hand was incredible.
That's the sick hand.
Wendy in the chat bringing up the 9-3 of hearts as my hand. Yeah, you won many a bounty. We did that thing for like a year, and I never won it once. I was so buried by that stupid game that I invented. I can't believe it. Oh, my God. But, yes, the 9 triz. The 9 triz came through for June, and then for the low price of like 1/7 pot or whatever that was.
3 big blinds.
He folds the river, and Big Red gets it through. That was absolutely savage. It's like, so I'm just going to go on a mini rant here as we get hand number 45 here, the first of our new dealers down. The tiny bet in position, like, just doesn't happen insofar as like, a solver is concerned. You just don't see it, right? Now in the live tournament streets, people will do all kinds of different things, and you never know what is going to happen. Somebody could bet 1 big blind at you in position on the river, but normally that kind of thing doesn't happen. And so to see a player find the small bet in position with the YOLO bluff, right? Like the 6 of spades blocker is like whatever, right? And he's not even representing a flush at that point, really. I mean, maybe for that size. I don't even know what that size means, but just incredible that he made the bet. And June was just like so over the spot of like, I got in here with 9 triz. I have a pair, 2 pair really, but like, no. And folds. Like, what a hand. What an absolute hand.
This is your best score?
Yeah, the small bet made a big statement.
Would be third?
Yeah, small bet, big statement. You're right.
Well, congrats on big cash.
Oh, man. I love that. Hand number 44, y'all. That was a banger. All right, I'm going to prop this door open a little bit.
Jessica shoving her pocket 7s. Taking it down. Chipping up.
I wouldn't let him take it back.
I bet. I wouldn't either.
Yes,
Sam's saving my headset as I just like instantly try to huck it onto the floor, tripping over my own cord. But we're back in business, and hopefully that airflow will keep us from dying in the
Suffocating
sauna.
in the booth.
Yeah, it has been really warm throughout the room, but this room, I was optimistic that that vent was going to be like keeping us cool. It's not doing it.
Ooh, wait, do I see a mom in the chat? And a brother?
We got the Perrymans?
No, not my mom.
Oh.
Oh, I think this is Hayden's mom.
Oh, cool. Welcome in. All right. June here, raising from under the gun with the king-queen suited, and Jaewoo will defend his big blind with the queen 3. A little bit more straightforward of a good hand on the flop here for June. He's going to check this back. Now we got Big Red's mom in here as well. All right, we got everybody's mom up in here.
Big Red is Hayden.
Oh, duh.
Shout out.
I thought we were talking about someone else. My bad. My bad.
Still Big Red.
Mama squared. All right, so check, check, flop. Check, bet. 2 big blinds. No, we've leveled up to 250, 500,000. Presumably at the dealer change here. And Jaewoo with that queen does beat a lot of other unpaired hands, but he's going to let this go and was drawing dead. So
Never had that happen before.
Jessica here, 19 big blinds after the level up as the shortest stack. Jaewoo, the next shortest stack, fairly comfortable.
Yeah, we got 36 big blinds, 40 big blinds, and the most big blinds.
Yeah, June there, not quite 60, but yeah, you're feeling pretty decent there. But I mean, the number of big blinds in play continuing to dwindle as these levels go up, and I mean, when I was sort of preparing for the stream today, I was like, oh man, we start at like 4:30, whatever, right, give or take a few minutes, and then we could be there till midnight, right? That ain't happening. I mean, it's 6:40 p.m. Central Time. We're down to 4 players. There's something around like 150 big blinds in play. I mean, this is going to be over in the next few hours, barring some sort of extended back and forth heads up battle, which I'm here for.
I'm totally here for it. I feel like this is another form of educating tournament players too, because we don't necessarily get in many spots where we're battling on the final table in spots that we're not usually doing the rest of the tournament. So I feel like I'm getting my experience here.
Dude, it's so instructive to watch.
Absolutely.
Like, good players play shorthanded poker under ICM pressure. It's so valuable. Jaewoo says, no, you're not going to keep pushing me around, bro. I'm all in.
That's a 36 big blind all in, right?
Yeah.
But we're out of position, and we're just wanting it here and now. And that's like a different level of the game. It's not that it's bad. It's just when you think about a 36 big blind shove, you don't think of it as something that is the go-to move, but it totally is applicable here.
Yeah, no, that's completely true. And you'll see a lot of things when you get shorthanded, particularly when, like, in that case, Jaewoo is not the shortest stack. He's the second shortest stack. So when he makes the decision to play a hand, he has to be committal about it, right?
Yeah, he's playing for keeps.
Yeah, because there's someone shorter than him that he could just, like, in theory, wait until they bust before him. He has more chips than them. So, yeah, if he's going to play a hand, you better do it right. And, yeah, I like it. You're just gonna ship it in there, take the chips now, and not let your opponent push you around, especially from out of position. Now he's going to wake up with the ace-king suited on the button.
Yeah, that doesn't suck.
June here, though, pretty suited one-gapper, he might be like, well, you didn't get that one through, but I'm going to try again. He says no. And Jessica will defend the Dolly Parton.
Well, she's in the getup to do so. Oh, gosh. This is something for everyone.
It really is, and it'll be very curious to see how plays this. We've got an ace-high board, certainly going to... Whoa! Holy
I didn't
smokes.
expect that.
I didn't either. I didn't even get the words out of my mouth, right? It's like
all right,
ace-high
we're
board,
just here to
blah, blah,
battle.
blah.
This is for Jessica's tournament life.
Yeah, you just hit the diamond, you double up, and you're on your way. I mean, that's the game we're playing. And Jessica is trying to no avail just yet. Needs a diamond on the river.
There
and
it
she
is!
finds it!
Holy moly!
Are you kidding me?
Sicko plays by a sicko.
The donk jam for 3x pot into an ace-high board.
Like the entire
What?
disregard for the ace is hilarious.
I mean, she was just YOLO. Like, I got a flush draw. That's incredible. That is incredible. And just like that, she flips the script on Jaewoo, and they effectively trade stacks. It's a little bit here and there, but like...
I got it in behind and got there, so I'm I appreciate it. It's a note to WSOP in Texas.
Wow.
Oh, I got it in behind and got there.
I let them decide.
I love how Ricky's just like, so tell me about the hand. And she's like, the best I got is I got it in behind
So
and got
real.
there. That was, I mean, yeah, that was a real take.
That's right.
What the hell was that hand? 44 and then 49.
Savage.
Just insane hands. Wow. Just wow. All right. Well.
Just wow.
Yeah, just wow for sure. Holy smokes. That was an incredible hand. And Jaewoo now has to shake this off because that is sort of like a devastating beat.
Yeah.
Where you're just like at top of range and they just launch it into you. You just fair catch the punt. Fair catch. Oh my God, I fumbled it and they got a touchdown. You know, like it feels.
Sure did.
It feels bad. But we'll see if he can compose himself and continue to play well. He'll get another hand to kind of shake that one off. But I've been in these spots where you're just like, how did I not win that? And now I'm the short stack. It doesn't compute. It doesn't make sense.
What is the pay jump?
Let's find out. $55,393 to whoever busts in fourth place. That could have been Jessica.
So that was a 20K jam?
I mean, that's a kind of an interesting way to put it, but yeah, like she's obviously trying not just to like.
Yeah, we want the fold too.
Yeah, well, we want the 157 still, but like she signed herself up for 55-4, like in a big way. That's definitely what she did. That was all her decision, but she's gonna win another pot. That gets her up over 20 million. And Jaewoo here gonna go into the blind. So. Yeah, it's getting spicy, man.
So spicy.
Cruise Quest. This surely represents Texas poker.
Yeah, come on out. Main event this weekend.
Yeah. The $400 buy-in 100K is going to have a lot of plays like that in it.
My guess is going to be $250,000 100K.
I think it could be 300.
More?
I think it could be like 350,000.
You ain't lying. I haven't checked the entries today. Are we there yet? Has it started?
Yeah, it started at 4.
Shit.
Yeah, in fact, we'll pull that up here in a minute. But no, I mean the Sunday tournament yesterday it was obviously a low ball guarantee. They weren't exactly sure kind of what to pick.
Yeah, a non-ring event, right?
No, it was a ring event.
Oh, man.
But it was the normal, like, showdown at the Capitol Sunday tournament turned into
the 51K guarantee turned into a 250K guarantee.
Yeah, 5x'd it, bro. I think the 100K with 3 starting flights, that was a one-day tournament.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be, like, insane. It's going to be like 300,000 in there, but 350.
Oh, my gosh. This is some sexy numbers.
it is also going to be a complete madhouse, as people are going to be doing what Jess did there, like at every stop. They're going to be like, wait, I have a flush draw, I'm all in. You know, like that is going to be happening. So try to run good. Scott Bunn, so pissed. Seeing these payouts puts him on tilt. Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we get that.
I did want to talk about that a little bit, but let's take a peek here at Jessica here, taking it up to 1.4x with the ace-king suited from early position. She's just going to take this one down. But, yeah, let's take a look here, right? So the prize pool out of 2,500 plus entries generated 1.3 million in the prize pool. 1.3 million. First place, 157,000. That's 12% of the prize pool. Now, obviously, that's still a lot of money, and none of us are going to be like, oh, I don't think 157,000 is much money. But 12% of the prize pool, 2,500 entries, right? Like, it is relatively small for the top prize to be that large, or for the prize pool, right? And so I think a lot of people will look at this and be like, wait, what's going on? You know, how did this happen? Well, I mean, this is a $600 buy-in WSOP circuit, the first one in Texas, right? Like, you know, they've decided to sort of set the prize pool to spread the money around a little bit. And, you know, to everybody who came in 30th and stuff, they're loving it. It's fantastic. But I definitely can understand how some people would look at that and be like, wait, how is that number not larger? I don't know, just the way that it is. So for some, it's the right way to do tournaments. For other people, they'll question it. But WSOP, fantastic partner. We're happy to have them here, and the payouts are going to make a lot of people happy no matter what. Still, like, obviously, you're getting 2 people taking home 6 figures. That's pretty fantastic.
Pretty fantastic. And there's plenty of opportunity this week to get into these larger than expected fields and these high guarantees. Blowout guarantees. My words. Words are hard.
Words are hard, man. They're super hard, so I get it. All right, Jay-Woo gets a little bit of chips back. He's going to find a little bit of damage through Hayden. And Jessica here now is in second position. In fact, June is really not up that much on the field at this point.
Now, like 8 big ones? No, 9?
Hold my beer.
Yeah, call it like 9, something in that ballpark. Yeah. And I mean, as the number of blinds in play continues to dwindle with the level ups, right? Like it'll get to a point where you'll be like quote unquote chip leading, and that's just like factually correct. But if anyone doubles through you, then you're just like a micro stack, right? So like
seriously,
it can be pretty crazy. So we'll see, especially when it's 4-handed, working down towards consolidating to 3-handed. This dynamic is always like such an interesting part of the tournament. Hayden here going to open on Jay-Woo's big blind, and he will defend the 5-3-0. This is pretty spicy defend from Jay-Woo.
I think Aaron would use other words than spicy. But spicy, we'll go with spicy right now.
Going to flop the bottom end of a gut shot and a 3 of diamonds working on a backdoor flush draw. Hayden is going to just check it over on this texture and give Jay-Woo an opportunity to take the betting lead. He seizes it immediately for 1/3 pot. And Hayden is happy to go for check call out of position here.
Yeah, nice little float with big cards.
And Queen of Diamonds now on the turn, giving Jay-Woo
more outs.
The second butt flush draw.
Did you say butt flush draw?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Ace Jack here still best, but another check and another barrel from Jay-Woo. 2 million into 5, and that'll get the job done. 5 high like a boss. Wow.
Respect.
Yeah, and I mean, I wonder. You can always wonder, like, what would happen if we went down a different node of the game tree, right? If it's just like C-bet with Ace Jack and the 5-3 is like all right, we just take one off, call, right? And then, like, the queen of diamonds on the turn. Then it's like, oh, shit, what the hell do we do now? Maybe check and check or something, right? Like, we could have seen a river and seen, like, who knows what transpire, but Hayden just kind of gives up the betting lead and loses the hand on the turn.
I like the turn bet by Jay Wu.
Absolutely. Sean in the chat, they pay top 15% on day one. It's a solid format. Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit of a correction there, Sean. It's the top 8% make it to day two. It may be a little bit different in some of the other tournaments. I can't speak for every WSOP circuit event or whatever, but the multi-flights pay 15% day one, 8% though make it to day two. I believe that will be the case in the $400 100K. But we were already curious about the amount of money in the prize pool already today. So let's just go ahead and pull that flight up and take a peek.
June turning pair of tens. Jay Wu turning a gut shot.
And yeah, still going to be playing down to 8% in the $400 100K. They have met the guarantee basically. They're within a few entries of meeting the guarantee on flight number one. Still two more.
Okay,
tomorrow.
so this 100K guarantee $400 entry is going to be huge. Like everything else. It's just bigger in Texas.
Martini, I have a tab. Just ask for espresso martini. Thank you.
All right, inconsequential 7 of diamonds on the river.
A lot of game left. Throw it at him. Whack. I'm just kidding.
June here.
Be careful
going for value. And yeah, he's going to go half pot.
Only to people who are listening to me. Now everybody's listening, and I'm scared.
1.4.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about sort of the, you just don't usually see the small bet sizes in position, right? The half pot is kind of like the cutoff normally, right? Again, we're just talking about like what the solver typically tends to recommend when you look at these from that framework. Reopening the pot, right? Like, you better make it big enough that your opponent can't just be like, oh, you don't have shit, right? You bet 2 big blinds into this big pot. Let me just check raise you all the time and you're going to fold. Something like that. Takes the 10-8 there, goes for the value, doesn't get called, but a nice attempt there from June, and he is going to pick up a few more chips, dropping Jay Wu again down to the shortest stack, but still on 30 big blinds. We got a question here in the chat. Is chopping allowed? No.
No, I was like, I don't think so.
WSOP does not facilitate chops, and while we would normally at Texas Card House for, like a homegrown tournament or something, allow the players to decide how the prize pool is distributed as long as the decision is unanimous. That will not be the case for all WSOP events. They will play it out to a winner for the ring and the money.
And the glory.
And the glory. I know. I want to get to the point where I'm playing for 50K heads up, 54,000 heads up, and be like, nah, we ain't chopping. Let's play for this shit.
Yeah, Aaron and I are going to do our best not to commentate the main, but we're here for y'all if we have to. We're trying to be commentated on instead.
Dude, that is the truth. Solid flop here for Hayden. Queens and sixes. He'll put out a wager and take it down.
A rail war now.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
They've been
in
great.
the chat.
It's only when
they're asking, are there chops in the WSOP?
They've been awesome.
Wrapping poker bot.
I can't ask for a better
Players do on the low.
joint custody of a
I
Well,
laugh.
They don't
I
want the
giggle.
real war.
Yeah, you
They don't
I
want-
giggle hard.
They don't want
do
the
whatever
real
you
war.
want out there. It is your money, but
It'll
I
be
tell
a
you
bad
what,
day.
if the house ain't giving me the money in
That's why I'm
hand,
defending them. I still want them on my row.
I ain't
I don't want
agreeing
them
to
to be a
shit.
war. I need them on my side.
but that's just me.
We did chops in the Big O tournament.
One row per hand? No, one player per row?
No. For the low. Not the prize. Not for the prize pool.
Yeah, we only chop pots.
We only chop pots.
All right. What do we got here? June opening the ace-10 suited. Going to get looked up by Hayden in the big blind, who will flop middle pair. If Jessica's ordering martinis, they're in trouble. Well, that's one way to get the competition to loosen up a little bit. I actually really like that, too. I don't know that I would, with 157,000 up top, be like buying drinks and whatever, having a good time. But like a little bit smaller tournament with like 15K, 20K up top, like, yeah, let's get everybody a few beers, lighten up a little, you know.
I guess it's however you achieve your flow state. So if you need a little teeny in you, do what it takes.
That's right. That's right. Performance enhancers come in all forms. ATX GBO, halfway through registration, day 1A of the monster, already hit the guarantee. Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be bananas. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 350K might even be a low ball. I can't even comprehend how many entries are going to be in that tournament.
Yeah, it's just Monday.
Yeah. But only 2 flights tomorrow, right? Day 2 is on Wednesday, so it's like you gotta come in and play tonight or tomorrow. Those are your shots. Don't want to miss it. So come on down. TCH Social, Austin, Texas.
I'll give you 20.
You get that pretty cool $100 monthly membership and 9 hours of cash play for
Wow.
$100. That's a
That doesn't
fantastic
suck.
deal. All right, raised to 1.25. Jay-Woo makes the call from the big blind. It is a battle of the blinds. Neither player connecting directly. The king high best. And Hayden, once again, he's shown a pretty consistent pattern here of playing out of position passively. Gonna check it over. Small bet here in position from Jay-Woo. 2 overcards. And Hayden gonna give him the business. 3.5 million on the check raise. And a quick fold.
Gotta go.
All right. Well, we finally got to see what these sort of checks from out of position have been sort of lining up. I wasn't necessarily sure we were going to see it there with the Jack 8. Like, no real solid piece of that board, but yeah. He's kind of got the consistency to the slow sort of passive play, but willing to execute and perhaps actually just setting those up so that they're, his opponents aren't just always like, oh, he checks it to me, I bet and I win. Like this guy just gives it up.
Yeah, he's got to let him know what's up.
Watch live stream. You'll get the sweat. You'll hear it. That's fair.
Jessica of the people.
That she is. Jay-Woo, big hand here. 2 10s from the small
I
blind.
have that hat
June,
tattooed
110.
on my arm.
And half a 10. 1.5 10s.
The Travis Scott.
Far inferior to the 2 10s.
Yeah, gotta go.
Same color, though.
Yeah.
1.5 10s. Red? I don't know.
Red seems to be the favorite color tonight. Says the chat.
Yeah, and Mama Red.
Mama Red.
Mama Red, who's also Hayden's mom. I don't know how this all
No.
works. It's crazy.
People using the government name.
What? Insane. What was your middle name again? What was your social security number?
Blood type.
Yeah.
keep like inching closer to the screen.
You're like that kid from the 50s. It's just like sitting there staring at it from 3 inches away.
Can't get enough.
All right, we've got a limp here from June in the small blind. Jessica looks down at the 8-deuce offsuit.
Double down.
Yeah. Both players flopping a bad flush draw, the pure butt flush draw for Jessica. June, the 6 of clubs.
Pretty equal equity, even though nobody really is going to like their hand. Jessica with the gut shot.
Yeah, these blind v blind, like limp check hands are very interesting, right? Like oftentimes it is where both players just start with complete garbage, and then when it goes like check check again, it is just like 2 players with a complete garbage again. But at some point in the hand, someone with garbage should be like, well, wait a minute, if
they have garbage,
you know,
maybe I can make mine represent a little less garbage.
Exactly, like you don't need anything. So we'll see if somebody takes a shot at this.
An interesting one here.
Yeah, I mean, both players can have a 9 given the way that this is played, right? So,
and it seems like neither of them really like this hand, but since June put the bet out first, there could always be the level up where Jessica's like, there's no way you like this. Let me put more chips in.
yeah, but she hasn't represented anything, so then she would be representing just like a pure 9.
I guess another story that doesn't make sense.
It could make sense. No, neither player has bet until this point. So I just think like both players have some 9s, and it's basically repping just a 9, and she will do it. She makes it 3 million to go and gets it through. That is just pure, yeah, just like, well, you have a 9 or you don't, so let's raise. I like it. And that's probably the biggest thing about these sort of like when you're trying to suss out a bluff and you're trying to find a spot to make like a hero call. Like let's say that she had a 10 there, for example, right? She'd be going through the same process of elimination of like, you didn't bet the flop, you didn't bet the turn, now you're leading the river for like a sizable portion of the pot, like 3/4 pot. So you're saying that this last card helped you because nothing up till this point was any good. So you either super trapped me or you've got a 9. Well, that's kind of hard to have. Let me just raise you with my 8 high, right? Like, oh, it's awesome. I love it. This game is so cool.
Can we go through some of this chat real quick? I have Big Red was born chewing Big Red gum. Big Red was an organ donor for Chuck Norris who survived. Big Red was a 6 foot tall when he was born.
And Mama Red is like, some of that is incorrect.
Big Red invented Big Red gum.
All right. June here in position on the button is going to continuation bet. Jessica with the top pair. Quick call. And a little piece now for June on the turn, improving to the pair of queens.
Giving Jessica a flush draw. What do we? A butt flush draw?
No, you need the
like
2.
A
you need the 2.
Butt flush. Where are we going here?
Forearm
Moving
flush draw. No, you've got nut and you've got butt. I don't really try to come up with anything in between. I don't know. Checky. Jessica here, happy to show down the top pair no kicker. And she's now eclipsed June in the chip counts.
I love it here.
Big Red told the doctors he wasn't ready to be born. Big Red delivered himself. Big Red ate his dog's homework. Y'all are killing this chat.
These are good. Anyways, let's get a little shout out here to Jessica Richards for taking the chip lead for the first time in the tournament. Pretty exciting milestone right there. It is a very like flat chip distribution here, but she is still the chip leader nonetheless.
No, definitely a good moment to point out. Aiden, not today.
heads up we go. June raising from under the gun, and a big blind defend, so we're a little bit behind here on the action as it is Jaewoo defending the Jack 4. Got a little Robbie in him, and he's going to take off a flop that we'll get up on screen here in just a moment. Bear with us. Okay. Jack high diamond draw for Jaewoo. Hayden is not involved in this hand, so we'll get that corrected here momentarily.
Poker Mama in the chat. I've been watching this whole event. Just been playing lights out. Take this home, Mama.
Nice. What's going on, Casey? Yeah, it is. It's been a real pleasure to see this through hand 63. Two players going to make it to the turn. Still have Hayden in the hand, which, okay, we're going to get him finally out of there. But
as soon as he hit a pair, he's out.
But it is a very interesting turn. So already June has sort of the range advantage here. He's the pre-flop aggressor. He's going to have all of the best sort of ace-high type pre-flop holdings. Picks up a gut shot as well, so some additional equity here to continue telling a story. And he just somehow, some way has the best hand. Value betting with the queen high, doesn't even know it. Back over to Jaewoo with that jack of diamonds, and now it's feeling pretty uncomfortable. And he will just have to let that equity go. June wins. And will now retake the chip lead.
Okay, this is the last one. Even when Big Red folds, he has a chance of winning the pot.
Average.
Like seen just now in the graphic.
Oh, yeah, you would have had the nuts on the turn.
A little better. Yeah, I know. It's like swingy.
Oh, man, that's awesome. The reincarnation of Chuck Norris there.
Thanks to Big Red.
Indeed. Yeah, absolutely right. Gave him a toenail and came right back to life.
I wonder how he got that nickname. I was just kidding.
No one will ever know. Button open from the Big Red Man. Jaewoo all in for 22 big blinds with King 5 offsuit. This one is cut from a different cloth.
Cut from a different cloth. Look at that rail. We're here to see it.
Yeah, I mean, back over to Hayden here. I mean, he has like one of his nut low aces, so it's
bottom of the range.
Pretty dusty. I don't see how, unless you just look over and see some kind of like, oh God, what did I just do in that man's face, and find a hero call somehow. But the ace-6 offsuit is just dead meat.
Chipping up.
That's a big play, bro. That's a big play. I mean, because he's in the small blind, too. He's got June in the big blind. He still has to fade whatever those two cards are. I'm not saying that he's just going to wake up with a snap caller very often, but let's go. Like the spice. All right, we got a dealer change. Perhaps a level up, I'm not sure, but certainly a dealer change. And I haven't exited the building for a breath of fresh air in a moment, so I'm going to go ahead and let Sam carry it here for a little bit. I'll be back.
All right, everybody play it cool. June, gonna put some chips in this. Austin City No Limit in the chat. People still play poker in Austin? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do. And it is booming right now. WSOP Circuit Series.
What are you drinking?
And it's just started. We're the first weekend in, Monday.
Max, what the
Final
hell is
table
that?
mini main, $600 entry.
You are too
It
dumb.
surpassed the guarantee.
Margarita.
1.3 million in the prize pool. Over
No, I don't want it.
150K for
I
first.
don't even know what it is. I was like, what are
Six
you drinking?
figures for second.
It's always fun. Gotta stay awake.
An espresso martini with no martini. We're not dumb. We know what you got.
You know, Simon probably said, give it a triple. Get her faded. Not
Simon,
knowing
you
that's
did
my
that, right?
secret weapon.
You got her espresso martini a triple, right? Triple shot espresso martini? My dog.
A vodka or espresso? I prefer the other.
Jessica powering up with some espresso martinis. What a real hero.
They're gonna go ape shit if I give you a walk. Just tell them to quiet when I do
Well,
it.
you're giving me a walk after you talk. I know that.
If they're gonna lose
Can't
their
not
shit,
give
I
a
don't wanna
walk
hear
if
it.
you announce you're going to give a
Look,
walk.
she gave me a walk. Come on.
And the crowd goes wild. Sickos.
Alright. Gloves are fucking off.
All right. June and Jessica neck and neck on the scoreboard. Hayden and Jaywoo
It's like you won a pot.
not far behind.
It's like a bigger pot than you drug in, so it's cool.
Everybody is locked up.
You gotta stop knocking my chips
55K?
over. This is such a
Alright,
pain.
I won't do it anymore.
Please. Please.
I won't. You're right. If it was a cash game, I'd help you stack them. I'm not like, I would help you because I did it. Can we get a fan or something? Whew. Thank you.
That took forever.
All right.
You were
Two
thinking.
to the
You were
flop.
thinking about something crazy, huh?
Jaywoo takes it down. Oh my gosh, I love a hype rail. It really brings the energy full circle.
All right, what did I miss?
Oh, Jessica gave a walk.
What?
She even announced it.
Is that
She was
allowed?
like, they're going to make fun of me if I walk.
Wait, what?
And they did.
Oh,
Big
my
Red was
goodness.
like, make fun of her. And they did.
Excellent. All right.
I think I see Mason with the cameo.
Well, as exciting as a walk is, I'm glad I didn't miss anything crazy. We
No,
still have
no,
all
no.
four
I
players.
told them to calm it down before Aaron gets back.
It was supposed
I
to be in the
appreciate
force
that.
When you got back from break, it was supposed to be. Was it not on you? It was supposed to be on him.
Okay, well, that is a flop that hits Jaywoo hard and doesn't
not gonna-
touch June.
Take all the chips back. I don't know what you want me to
Whatever. He's got the 2, 4, 6,
Like here,
8.
bro,
Who do
here's
we
your stack
appreciate all set up
Oh,
there,
yeah,
dude?
even
do. You're right here.
Steven.
Let's all just give him average, so it's all fair.
He's going to take a stab with that hot garbage.
Hot garbage. June is going to be no longer in this hand.
I was like, I want to know what the next lyric is in this song. And right you are. Jay Wood
I was
with the
also
check raise.
wondering where I was going with it.
Yeah. Oh, those are the best, you know. You just, well, let's find
I was
out.
trying to find my flow state.
Mm-hmm. A couple of coffee teenies or whatever the hell it is that Jess is drinking.
Coffee teenies is such
Don't
a
make
fun
fun
word.
of my row.
Espresso teenies, but yeah, coffee teenies.
Whatever, man. Words are hard, okay?
That brown vodka.
That's right. Whatever's in that bottle.
Are good? Are you good?
Graphics clearing out to get the new graphics. Jessica chip leading. June a blind, less than a blind to the same stack.
Yeah, and then Jay Woo and Hayden here have tightened up as well. 600K big blind, so what do we got? 25 bigs or so for those two players, something in that ballpark. Ace high board, no connection here. The king 9 is best.
All right, one more. When Big Red listens to Spotify, the artists have to pay the ads. I'm just dying, y'all.
And Ireezy wants to know who's announcing this lovely broadcast. Take it away.
Oh, okay. This is Sam Perryman, and this is A Ron McAvoy.
I got an extra A.
You got a triple A. He can also help you change your tire and tow you.
Triple A Ron, that's right.
I've never done the announcing of the names. I got so nervous. Oh man. Okay, let me try again.
Okay.
Will you ask me?
So who's doing the show tonight?
Oh yeah, Sam Perryman over here, and this is a Ron McAvoy.
That's me.
That's him. I don't know who the other guy was.
Nobody does.
I mean, it's really hard to screw it up when this is the only table where the button moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the dealer changes, I'm like 90% sure they communicate, and they're on headsets and stuff. Like, the dealer button's supposed to be here. There's somebody watching. I don't know.
Maybe a little chatter about that time when the button
Pay grade.
moved too far.
Yeah, that's the past.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at work, but I don't work here.
Ireezy, we wish ESPN and
cute my
8
row
the
is.
Ocho. We would be right at home on there. June here, going to raise it up. Ace 7. Hayden defends the big blind with the Jack 9 suited. And it comes 4, 3, 3, 2 clubs. Interesting check back here from June.
Well, he's got to feel pretty good about his hand right now.
Yeah. Well. Unless someone has the very odd rolled up 4 that just checked into quads, yeah, they're going to chop it up. No attempt from either player to represent anything here. I mean, whatever, right? But sort of interesting.
Yeah, totally interesting. Very, very passive approach
You
by
don't
the
have a
big
mic on,
stack.
so you're not talking shit?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Sorry. I know. Now they can hear you. Stop. I was trying to defend you. Not only both caught us. We weren't doing anything wrong.
All right, continuing right along here. 600K in the big blind here for Jay Wu. June under the gun. Jack 10 offsuit on the big stack. Gonna just let that one go. Definitely not of the mindset of like, all right, let's just sort of take charge here and, you know, while we have the chip lead, just, you know, open a little bit wider. It's not even wide. I mean, right? When you're under the gun, but also like in the cutoff, you just tend to see a lot more hands that you're going to play. But as it stands, it's going to be a limp from the small blind, and Jay-Woo seizing the opportunity with a raise from the big blind, and we'll get a fold. This is a limp folding hand here for Hayden. All right.
Oh, you just moved it. Sorry.
Man,
I don't
love
want to get in
this.
trouble.
Short-handed play, seeing what these guys are bringing in, what kind of hands are going to limp fold,
Miss, she's
raise fold, limp back raise.
It's very standard, sir.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
this is awesome.
Hyper miss.
Fold over to Big Red on the button. King, Queen offsuit. No question as to what's happening here, and it will be a raise. Min raise to 1.2. Jay-Woo, 2 6s, and he's going to rip it all in.
Whoa, what's going to happen?
Hayden here, the effective stack, opening off of 23 big blinds.
Oh, gosh.
And Jay-Woo here is the second shortest stack, jamming with June still to act, who was the big stack. So you kind of have to add that little extra spice in there, and Hayden says, okay, we're just not close enough to top a range.
Yeah, better spots.
Jay-Woo here, very decisive when he makes a decision. He's just going for it, right?
I'm here for it. That looks like a guy who plays in Houston.
Right there with Jessica, right?
Yeah,
just like, oh, we're all in.
Taking it to the streets, man.
Yeah. Did you want to play a hand? We're all in. Let's see if you want to call.
Thank you. Take that. No, shoot.
He's like, please let someone jam on this open.
Yeah.
The way she looked at you.
Fold the queen and get rewarded with the folded the
great.
king queen, get rewarded with the queen.
That's right. At least as of right now, looks like a really good spot to be picking up at least the blinds, if not something extra. Jay-Woo and June have both folded. It is over to Jess in the big blind here, deciding if she wants to defend her 9-8.
I think you have arguments going both ways here, right?
Oh, I think it's mandatory defend.
Okay, that was both ways mandatory.
It was call or call, really.
That's what I said, right?
Yeah. No, I think if you
Oh
fold,
my gosh.
I think if you fold connected hands like 9-8 to,
Then why are you even here?
well, I mean, that's one way of putting it. The other is you're going to get run over. But, yeah, she's going to flop bottom 2 against an overpair and a gut shot. Neither player controlling a heart, so flush not in play. But it is going to be a continuation bet here. This board texture always just like, oh, God, what might happen here?
What do you like for the sizing?
Well, I'm not sure that Jessica really should be raising.
Oh, really? She's gonna.
She's gonna. She's gonna, and she's is.
Is it a min click? I forget what.
No, much more
No,
than
oh
that.
my gosh, she got my wrong colors.
Yeah, she's asking to play for it all.
She's
and
potting it.
That's the thing, right? Like, if you raise any amount, you're basically asking to play for all of it. And I'm not saying that bottom 2 is not worthy of this at all, but
Oh my gosh.
yeah, we're just here. This is where we're at. And
Hayden for his tournament life.
yeah. 64-36, very pure, 2-1. The two queens need to find some help. Five of hearts, no help. Obviously, a 5 on the river would also be a superior 2 pair. Can Hayden find it. He can. The counterfeiting 2-pair. Bottom 2 against queens and 10s, and the crowd goes wild. Holy smokes.
Come on.
Just like that, Hayden back into the chip lead. Up to 26 million. Jessica now going to drop down to 8.5 million. That's going to put her, let's call it, what is that?
13 big ones?
Yeah, 13 bigs. And yeah, people in the chat saying Big Red didn't even sweat. I don't know. It looks like he's sweating a little, but
I see some heavy breathing over there too. Look.
Sorry.
It's on the floor.
wow. Yeah, he's feeling that one a lot.
Yeah, this is this is big money.
Well, he could have just been out the door there, right? Like that was his tournament life. Would have been out the door with $55,400, which is nothing to shake a stick at. But obviously being in the tournament with the chip lead now, far superior because he's still got over 102,000 or about 102,000 of possible upside still to go. Rail getting pretty rowdy. Yes, that is the truth. And, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Big Red heavily represented on the rail. Didn't
which is hilarious because he is not from Texas.
yeah.
But definitely a regular. Like definitely a person that's in the scene.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that is a big swing there. Looking at the luck distribution, I think after that last hand, some would definitely beg to disagree about that 100%. This is something
that was like a troll.
Yeah, that's something that Eric and I have seen very consistently. It's just like a broken stat. I don't know what's going on inside of the algorithm.
What data do you put in?
yeah, but like,
did y'all not just witness that?
yeah, or else it's a hand behind.
Were y'all just basing it on when she hit the diamonds?
She flopped bottom 2 against an overpair.
Yeah,
that's super lucky.
They must just be discounting the river. Yeah,
the river doesn't count.
The river doesn't count.
The outcome of the hand doesn't count. It's just how well you flopped. Okay. Anyways, let's get into this next hand as Hayden here, fresh off of accumulating the chip lead, is now going to flop top trips with a king kicker, and yeah, June here doing the betting on the button. 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush, and it is going to be a check call from Hayden. Can we get a 9 or a club? Perhaps even the 9 of clubs? No, it's a pair of 7s.
I mean, that's trouble in itself.
Very much so. In fact, June may even decide that, better get the value now and secure the betting lead for the river. Absolutely. He's going to go small, which is a little bit curious perhaps. He's not setting himself up for like a big pounding if his opponent does just have a real hand.
Oh, there's the raise. Those are raising chips.
Yeah, but also not really laying a bad price for a flush draw. Okay. So, yeah, an interesting bet here. Doesn't matter how you shake it.
5 million? Yeah.
And what are the bluffs here, Sam?
I don't know. I think I'm in the blender.
Yeah. So check, call, flop for a pretty small size, and now check raise over the once again small size, but to 5 million.
Semi-bluffing spades. Ever?
Yeah, I mean, these are the sorts of hands that we're trying to find, right? Like, does anybody ever have like Jack 9 here, Jack 9 with a spade, or
9-8 of spades?
Okay.
That's a stretch. I think. Spade's a spade.
Does 9-8 of spades not check raise the flop, right? And that's the other curious thing is like what spades don't check raise the flop. I mean, even a deuce can check raise the flop, like, and that's just for value, not even as a bluff.
Yeah.
I don't think the deuce like check calls flop and then check raises turn, maybe, but does let it go.
Yeah, it
and
definitely was sus. good figuring out by June.
Yeah, good fold. Right. Yeah, it's tough to find. It's tough to find bluffs there, I think.
All right, Hayden is pulling ahead. 30 million to 20 million to 20 million to 8 million.
Yeah, that hand for Jessica is just devastating, right? Like, get it
Totally.
in, fade the turn, and then just like the womp on the river. And now she's got a lot of work to do again. But I
She's
mean,
here for it.
yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen her just like a lot of grit, and she can
Absolutely.
find her way back in any of these spots. 2 8s here for June, good enough for an open. Over to Jay-Woo in the big blind. He did not fold his hand, and he will not be folding his hand, as this is just a single big blind to take a flop.
Very, very ominous graphics, though.
Right.
There is the call. Let's go heads up to a flop. 3.3 million in the middle. Ace 9-6, two-tone board, one club here for June, and just the best of it with the third pair, and a favorable board texture as well for him, so he can just sort of bet and clear out that equity very easily. All right, so the $400 100K still with, let's find out.
Yeah, what's that prize pool look at?
Yeah. Of course, with so many people in here,
The Wi-Fi.
the Wi-Fi has really been on the struggle bus. Okay. 8-game mix at the end of registration break, excuse me. Still 14 minutes left in the break. If you want to get into the 8-game mix, now is your time. So if anybody is watching this and had an inkling of playing that and is nearby, this is your wake-up call. Okay, over to the 100K guarantee Big Tex High Roller. 300K in that prize pool.
I thought this was the one that I was like, okay, if we're not hitting, like, blasting out the water, this is the one that we're not blasting out the water, the high roller, because it's a Monday and it's a higher price point.
Mm-hmm.
But just kidding. We blasted that one out the water as well.
Yeah, the 3X
Quite
on that one.
consistent.
The 20K guaranteed seniors event has 154,000 in the prize pool. That one definitely set way too low.
Oh my God, we came to play. Bigger in Texas.
And
oh my
then
gosh.
the opening flight of the monster stack has indeed met the guarantee in that one. Still late reg open for another 3 hours. Because it's a monster stack, they're keeping the registration open for an additional 4 levels. Gives you that extra time to get in, put that monster stack to use. So still plenty of time to get into that one. And again, 2 more flights tomorrow. Those are the ones that Sam and I will be playing.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, come and get in there with us. This is an all-in and a call. Excuse me. I didn't see that Jessica
We were
had
caught in our screens.
Yes, all in with the queen jack.
Holy fudge.
June calling from the big blind, and there's a
Flopped it. Holy moly. 1% for June on this.
yeah.
No percent for June on this.
He needed running queen jack to take it away. It doesn't come, and just like that, Jessica Richards is back in the mix, down from 4 million.
Let's go, Jessica. Holy fudge.
Yeah, what a
Oh
spot.
my gosh.
All right. Question in the chat, what is 8-game mix? Well, you play 8 different poker games.
No, there's 8 games, and it's all mixed up.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to play some stud games like Raz, stud high-low. You're going to play stud high. You're going to play
Deuce to 7.
Yep.
No limit hold'em.
and some Omaha high-low and just regular PLO. So all the fun games that involve 2 cards or more, mostly more.
And tomorrow we have another kind of mixed game event. Is it horse?
Yes, tomorrow is
Or
indeed the
horse.
It's horse tomorrow. Yeah, it's $600 buy-in, 20K guarantee. Obviously going to obliterate that, but the horse
go through the ceiling.
is tomorrow. Yeah. Also, a bunch of satellites running throughout the week as well into the main event. So starting tomorrow, going to be mega satellites, milestones where you can basically, there'll be like 1 in 6 or 1 in 8 players will get a seat into the main event. And, those will be running all the way through the weekend as well. So plenty of opportunities to get yourself into that main event. $1 million guarantee, obviously going to be way more than that, probably $2 million plus. You can get in there for a lot cheaper than the $1,700 price point. So come on down, play those satellites if you're not interested in buying directly in or, playing some of the other smaller events. Is that a coffee teeny and Red Bull? What are we doing?
I need to wash my drink down with my drink.
There you go. Top pair here for Hayden. Up and down with the redraw to the king high straight here.
Yeah.
Or not even the redraw, but just like the queens always give that.
Wow. This is pretty split equity here.
It really is. Yeah, very interesting card. 9 of clubs on the turn. Both players with basically half of it. June here with, sort of the quintessential combo draw, right? You're just like, wow, I could make all kinds of different stuff that are very strong hands. However, it is a paired board. And his opponent has wagered 1.6 million into 3.3. So half pot. And it is just going to be a call from June. Still heads up, 6.5 in the middle. To a river we go. And it's the harmless.
What a brick.
3 hearts.
Whatever decision was made on the turn does not change. Wow.
And June sort of frustratingly checks behind, says, nah, every draw bricked. I have one of those draws. In fact, I have a bunch of those draws.
Totally anticlimactic.
And wow, Big Red, 34 million. He is distancing himself from the field.
That's the biggest stack we've had.
I believe that's right.
Second position is half as much.
Yeah, and now it's like, Jessica was like super short. She got the double up. She's, hanging in there at 11.5 big blinds, so she's not like on fumes. But the two players in between her and the big stack really have to be careful here, because let's remind ourselves, 55,400 thereabouts for the 4th place finisher. There's a 20K pay jump. So you really want to not put yourself in a position to go broke before Jessica commits her chips. And she's looking down at an ace, 4-handed on the button.
This might be it. They're not decided to take one off. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm a bit surprised too, but
wow. That's like there's like a pit in her stomach that was like, don't you do it. If you pull the trigger here, you're going to walk right into it, and she convinced herself to fold the ace. We are going to get a spicy little combination between these two hands that get to see the flop.
I mean, it was probably pretty unlikely for either of the players to call with these two holdings, but they definitely outflopped Jessica.
Well, yeah, I mean, and just between the two of them, right, these 4 cards that really interact with this board. 700,000 and a call. Ace here now on the turn. There was the ace for Jess. Puts 2 flush draws out there in addition.
And with the chat, 20K pay jumps do hit different.
Bro, yeah. Sizable wager here, 3.2 million. We are overbetting here for the first time on this final table, 4 million into 3.2. Jay-Woo with just the pair of 8s. This is a very polarizing wager, though. Look at this texture. This is like flush draw or like a really strong hand. And this was limped pre, right? limp check back pre, then just like bet call flop, and now over bet turn.
And now we have 11 million in this pot.
Jay-Woo calls with third pair is correct and gets the brick river. Is Hayden going to launch off here with the 2 hearts in hand? I mean, he unblocks the 2 flush draws.
That's a lunch. He's cutting out lunch chips. No, he's half pot.
Oh my gosh, that's tiny. That's just like 3 million, 4 million. 1/3 pot on the river.
Wow. Interesante.
Jay-Woo made it this far with the third pair. Both, like every draw bricks. Every draw bricks. There's even some straight draws out there. Of course, he interacts with it a little bit with that 9 of spades, but my goodness. He made it to this stage of the hand. He now only has to call 4 million.
The thing is if he calls 4 million and is wrong, he is in the same position as Jessica right now. But like, we're here.
Hayden could have put him all in, and he would have been in a position to go bust before Jessica. That would have been a much more difficult conversation.
Oh,
yes!
There you go.
It was made way too easy by Big Red here. Big Red goes all in, and I think Jay-Woo has to fold this spot, even if he thinks he's good, which he must, getting to the turn, calling
that was
an
probably
overbet.
a misstep here with that size.
Oh, my goodness. That was a huge shift, and had Big Red gone for all of it, he might have gotten that through. Obviously, if he gets looked up for the whole thing, then it's even worse for him, but Jay-Woo takes the chip lead with this sick, savage hero call, and that is going to silence anybody who had any doubts about how well Jay-Woo can play. I don't know very many people that are just like, overbet, third pair, yeah, let's go, and look you up on the river. That was epic.
Super epic. The small bet backfired this go.
Yeah. And the fact, yes, someone in the chat bringing up that that was Jessica's hand to win pre by just ripping it. The fact that they played that hand at all is like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
It's kind of mind-blowing.
Jay-Woo is all in here, ripping the King-9 straight into the King-Jack for June. And this is a pure power play given the fact that Jessica is still lurking over there on the short stack. Does June, though, want to be like, YOLO, bro, right?
For 20,000. I'm just kidding.
I mean, he's
it's
One thing that's really cool is to see people execute in these spots when they recognize that they have the additional ICM pressure. So just the fact that Jay-Woo is executed here by going all in, not just like making some sort of middling raise or whatever. He's just like, no, like you have to have a really good hand and be willing to call it off, knowing how short Jessica is. And now over to June, who has a pretty good hand and is thinking about it.
The body language showing a fold, but he hasn't thrown them in, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can see the card, so we can see how good of a spot it was, but it's also perfectly like normal there for Jay-Woo to just have like ace deuce.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And like your King Jack is behind, and you have to catch up. Like
that's the real fear right there, is just facing the ace high.
Well, you're thinking about the full range, right? Which is going to involve a whole bunch of the garbage, right? There's all the garbage that like King Jack is ahead of, but like how far ahead is it really, right? Like that was sort of the best scenario where you're up against a dominated hand.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a whole bunch of other stuff, like even if it's just like 9-8, right? Like, yeah, you've got 2 overs. You're in a great spot, but those are live cards, and if they pair, you could be toast out the door.
Oh,
Jessica ladders up 20K, and you don't. Man, I love this.
Yeah, this is so exciting.
All right. Little raise and takey here.
Raise and takey.
All right. Holding down the fort.
You'll see it eventually. I can't give you the info.
Come on, Sun Poker. 20K pay jump is a lot in a $600 buy-in tournament. Well, I think the main thing to do here
I know.
is to not worry about how
asked
much
you
you
for
paid to
information
get to this
yesterday. You
spot.
didn't give
Just
me
the fact that you're here
Don't think I forgot.
is like how
No,
to
but I asked you to
progress
show a hand that you
forward.
played
And I know that it's challenging, right? I mean, especially if you're
happened
someone
once
who
yesterday. I
doesn't
can't
really
remember
play
the exact
tournaments
hand history, but
at a higher
it did happen.
price point, hasn't really played in maybe this large of a field before, hasn't made it to the stage of a tournament. Like, all sorts of different things can happen. We're all human beings after all. But I mean, it doesn't matter how much we paid to get into this, and whatever. Like, we want the 157,000 in the ring, right? Like, every decision should be based around, like, we want that, and we want to, like, outlast our opponents to ladder up to the next highest, pay point. And whenever you're the shortest stack, all of that pressure disappears. I mean, not really, not like emotionally, but like the onus is on you to make something happen. There's nobody shorter than you. You don't have to worry about someone shorter than you surviving and you busting and not getting the ladder up. You're the guy. So you got to get it in there. Okay. Find your hand, get it in there. If you double up, now you got to try to figure out your place in the pecking order again. But anyways, it's really exciting, really interesting. Jessica here not missing this opportunity. She's got the ace with the 8, and she is indeed all in. Hayden going to get a count here. Queen Jack in the small blind. He's got a player left to act behind. Probably just a little bit too weird given the orientation. I think in the big blind we can look this up comfortably given the 9 big blind jam size. And he's going to make this call nonetheless. Puts the 9 bigs in. Jay-Woo out of the way with the 4 deuce. And Jessica here ahead, but against the 2 in-betweeners, she's not that big of a favorite. That's a hot take from Sean. If you shove your 5-9 of diamonds, you can't fold ace-4 off. Well, I mean, whatever. It's a different scenario. All right, to a flop we go. King, Jack, 6. Big connection here for Hayden, seizing the lead by a wide margin, and Jessica is going to need some help. She gets an 8 on the turn, giving her 2 additional outs, but it's got to be an ace or an 8 only, or she will be our 4th place finisher. Doesn't come. Hayden able to connect, and he is going to eliminate Jessica Richards in 4th place, $55,393. Fantastic showing. Another final table here for our local Texas, our Houston legend, Jessica Richards. Thank you so much for coming out playing with us. We'll see you on a final table again before you know it. Well played. And with that, Sam is back. We lost Jess.
Yeah, I oddly enough ran into her in the bathroom.
Okay.
I wanted to let her know. I let her know in there that we're very proud of her, and she's such a great ambassador for poker. And I am so, like, as a friend of hers, my heart goes out to her. I know this meant a lot, but we're taking home what, $50K?
55 and change. Yeah, it's a good payday
and
on a $600
she played her heart
buy-in.
out. She brought up the ace-4 hand as soon as I walked in the bathroom. She thought we could find a better spot in the time, but she also knew it was a shove.
Yeah.
But like this is where this is a big spot and a lot of pressure, and sometimes you go against what you know.
Well, and I think it's fair to criticize the fold. I think it's fair, as the players here, it looks like, are going to take a short break, and so we'll just sort of gab on. Everybody, use this as an opportunity to grab a snack, use the restroom, another beverage, and also drop any questions that you have for Sam and I in the chat. But we're just going to keep going here as the players go and refresh. But yeah, so you can definitely, and it's fair, criticize the fold for the ace-4. Jess obviously already aware of this fact.
Yeah.
But the flip side of it is that we're human beings, and we make it through to these stages of tournaments by making decisions, left, right, and center. Every single hand, multiple times in a hand, we're making decisions. And sometimes those decisions are not just like, oh, what would the robot do? I can memorize every single thing that the robot would do, and I'm just going to do that, and then I don't have to feel any sort of consequence for my actions. Nobody can do that, man. We're human beings. So a bunch of decisions were made to get to this point. They all serve Jessica very well. Now she gets to this point. She sees ace-4 offsuit. It doesn't feel right. She folds it. Okay. It's not to say that, like, all of her decisions have been terrible and that all of these other things have not added up correctly. No, they clearly have. So she made a misstep. She knows it. Whatever. We move on.
We surpassed 2,500 plus people, made it to the Final Four. 55K coming home. Every bit to be proud about.
Damn right. Absolutely right. Proudomatic has a question. What is the best dish that you can make by combining 2 items from the Taco Bell menu? Well, I would say...
I'm thinking so hard on this one.
You know, I haven't often tried to combine 2, but my brain immediately goes to, like, take something like a quesadilla, right? You get a quesadilla and you get a burrito. You open the quesadilla up, you flop the burrito down inside it, you rewrap the quesadilla up, and now you got a burrito wearing a quesadilla. I mean, it's got to be the answer.
I mean, I feel like somewhere the Doritos Locos Tacos have got to be involved, because Doritos are such. You got to get that crunch factor, and wherever you can throw that in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
you could open up the quesadilla, flop a Dorito.
Doritos Loco, yeah.
That sounds pretty
power
good.
Power play poker.
I would eat that. I would eat that.
Yeah, and that'll be easier. We can just take it.
Sean says it didn't change the course for Jess. She still would have shoved the ace-8. Well, I mean, the craziest thing about poker, and really life in general, is that every decision that gets made changes every decision that comes after it, right?
Pure butterfly effect. Like the riffle of the cards is going to give the ace-8 will never come if timing is different.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying, or was I jumping onto a different tangent?
No, exactly that.
Okay,
exactly
okay.
that. If she jams the ace-4 and that crazy fucked up hand between Jaewoo and Hayden doesn't happen, the next shuffle is 100% different. There's no chance that she gets the ace-8. Yeah, everything's different. So, I mean, in principle, I understand what you're saying. Like, she wouldn't have had that many more chips, and she still could have jammed and still could have busted. Yeah. But I don't know. I just always think that it's kind of like, because this happened, none of the other stuff would have happened.
It's like really not at all the same.
Yeah. Beamin' Nerds, bro. You're in all caps Texas with amazing Mexican food. You eat at Taco Bell.
Only after midnight.
I mean, leave it to somebody in the chat to shame us on our Taco Bell consumption. You should tune in on Tuesday nights for the big cash game out of Dallas for me and Eric, because we'll go on and on about Taco Bell. No, of course, there's obviously great Mexican food. There's great everything food here in Austin. But come on, man, leave us our petty vices, will you? You're good.
Hey, did our tab increase or what? hey, we're final 3 right now.
All right. So, yeah, any more questions, drop them in the chat. The players, of course, on a little bit of a break, and we are going to do a little color up here. So, blinds are not going to be, sort of even numbers to get rid of the white chips by any measure. I think we are far away from that, but we are going to sort of get rid of some of those chips just to make it a little less onerous to move them in and out of the pot. Next blind level, presumably going to be the 400-800 level, which is another sizable jump up. But let's go ahead and double check that, because it would be interesting if there was the in-between level. And indeed it is. So we're going straight up to 400-800. Again, another sizable increase. So 400-800. June here is going to be on sub 15 big blinds. right? 12 million would be 15 bigs. And Jwoo here going to be on a little over 30. Hayden, though, clearly the chip leader on over 40 big blinds. But we've reached that stage of the tournament where
what is it? Oh, the queen's hand.
your chip leader, you got the next guy out chipped by 10 million. But, like, if he doubles through you, you have dust. So that's the stage of the tournament we're in. Things are going to move quite quickly. Here we are, just coming up on 8 o'clock Central Time. We started this final table, went live at around 4:30, let's call it. So live for 3.5 hours. Yeah. We're talking a winner crowned, a ring on a finger inside of the next hour and a half. That's my guess. Anything could happen once we get down to heads up. Obviously, the play could grind down to a slower pace, but with what we've seen here, the chips could just get in and we could crown a winner before you know it. All right, let's take a look back in the chat. What do we got here? Taco Bell is Texas's White Castle. Garen wants to know my top 3 restaurants in Austin. Well, it's tough to give just like top 3 without like categorizing, but I will say a couple of my favorites. So my favorite barbecue place is Interstellar Barbecue.
Which is right down the road.
It really is, yeah. You can get, I mean, it's tough. There's a line out the door most of the time, but if you get there.
I think it's Michelin star now.
Yeah. No, they absolutely crush it over there. So Interstellar is my favorite barbecue place. My favorite Asian food is my favorite, Vietnamese in particular, but one of my favorite places, it's called Bun Belly. It's over off of Airport. It's in a little.
I love Bun Belly.
Oh, my God. It's so good.
That's a good spot.
Yeah. Like, fantastic price point, really delicious food. The bao buns are just absolutely out of this world, so that's one of my favorites as well. So you want to drop some?
Oh, yeah, man. I got to let y'all know. So definitely all my favorite foods are going to be probably in the Mexican food category, but number 1, Suerte.
Okay.
Hands down. Suadero tacos, amazing. Number 2, Leach's Cantina. Same street, different, but awesome. And then I was looking in the chat, and I absolutely agree. Boulevard over in North Austin, also interior Mexican, and it is elite.
Boulevard. I gotta put that one in because I haven't been there.
It's a sexy place. It's dimly lit, yummy cocktails.
So like
gorgeous
upscale
food.
Mexican. Okay. All right. Great.
It's on same realm as Suerte. Do we have satellite tournaments going on tonight? I'm gonna feel like that's a yes. But I don't know. I'm gonna look at Aaron, who's looking at the screen.
Yeah, I want to say no, actually, because I think there's too many tournaments going. I mean, we have the high roller, the seniors, the 8-game mix, the first flight of the monster stack, and this final table going. Yeah, no satellites tonight from what I can see here. Yeah, no satellites tonight. There's just a little bit too much oversubscription for the dealers. We do, though, have a satellite tomorrow. That one is going to start at... Ooh, what the hell does that mean? Everything's in, like, military time, so I have to, like, subtract 11 or whatever that is.
I'm dead right now.
Yeah, it's sometime at 7 o'clock tomorrow. 9 o'clock tomorrow. 9 o'clock tomorrow. 9 p.m. tomorrow. There will be a mega satellite. But because the $100 monster stack is $400 100K monster stack is running, in addition to the horse, in addition to the 3 final tables, it's going to be kind of a madhouse in here. So only one satellite tomorrow, and then more satellites will be going consistently after that. So yeah, if you're a satellite player, you want to get into the main, you have one chance tomorrow, but then you'll get more throughout the rest of the week. Taija wants to know, are they chopping? No,
Hell nah.
The 3 remaining players are on a break. They will be back here shortly, as will Sam. And let's see. I thought I missed another question. Okay. Oh, Pratt says there's a hot pot place next to Bun Belly that's really good. Oh, so I go by the hot pot place every time I go to Bun Belly. Of course, it's right next door. There's also a Korean corn dog place right next door. There's another maybe it's not hot pot, but it's Korean barbecue or something. Like that center has so much good food. I've been to a couple of them. I haven't been to all of them, so I haven't been into the hot pot place. So I do need to try that. Red Ash being mentioned there by Pratt. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you get a reservation a year in advance, certainly set that one up. Not sure I've been to the Kimberly, but Jerky King, great job in the booth. Thank you. Appreciate it. Matt says the physicist can't minus 12. Yeah, well, to be fair, every tournament up until that one said starts in a certain amount of hours, and then the next one was just like 21, and I was like, wait, do I have to subtract this, or is that telling me when it starts? It's the next one that's like 24 hours away, and then I got there.
No,
it's just
I
9
laughed
o'clock.
when he was like, I can't minus 12 too. I was like, I don't think I'll say anything, but I'm glad y'all did.
All right. You guys have your fun.
It's just because he's so smart. We got to get him when we can. Pick on the nerd.
Yeah. Welcome back to middle school. Whoa. Okay. Well, no spoilers. So, Pratomatic says Korean corn dogs. What is this abomination? Dude, I want to go in there and try it. I don't think it's an abomination at all. It looks absolutely bananas. Like, they have big, whatever poster type things in the window advertising them. They have one where it's just like a bunch of cheese, like blocks of cheese, like little squares of cheese, like in the batter, not like melted in and around the dog, but like sticking out of the batter. I don't know how they do it, but it looks amazing. Not an abomination. My culture is not your costume. Just because you resemble a corn dog does not mean you get to claim ownership. The Baguette House for banh mi's. Ooh, love me some banh mi's, but have not been to the Baguette House. Loving all of this contribution in the chat here. Thanks, guys. Keep it coming. Garen wants to know what kind of scientist I was. It was the nuclear engineering. And the squares are potatoes. Oh, pardon me. I know there is a cheesy one on the menu. I apologize. Those are potatoes.
30 seconds remaining.
Well, there you go. I clearly need to just go in there and eat everything on the menu so that I can speak to this instead of,
you need to put in your research.
Yeah, I'm just making shit up over here. Okay. All right. The players are back at the table, and they have all moved to the same side of the table. What do you think about this configuration, Sam? Do you like this?
I don't not like it. I think it makes the most sense in my brain.
It makes the most sense for the dealer. It's a lot easier to pitch the cards. I would say, and this is just me.
What would you prefer?
Well, let me tell you.
I'm here for it.
As a personal hater of the 5-seat in a 9-ring game, right? To have the two players that were on the ends now shifted towards me and sandwiching me in the middle, I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that if I was Jwoo.
I got you. So would you prefer be 1, 2, and 3?
I would.
Or 2, 5, and 9, or 2, 5, and 7.
Yeah, like the 257 or the 258, I suppose, right? To me would be like, if you're going to move people around, that would be the one that I would personally want. I think the 1, 2, 3 could be done, but again, it makes sense to sort of squish them in a little bit. You can get more players in each camera angle, right? We can see 2 players here with 1 camera angle. That's a big positive. But I'm just telling you, right? Like, if I sit down at a table and they put me in the 5-seat, bro, instant can I get a seat change button. I do not want to be here.
Yeah, I feel that.
So, anyways. But Jay Wu is here. He's got the second most chips, and he is going to do his best.
So we're on 400, 800K, which is putting June 12 big blinds. Is that how math works?
Yeah, a little under. Yeah. And Jedi blowing up my spot here. Is University of Wisconsin Madison, but thank you very much.
Ain't nobody asked me where I went to school.
Where'd you go to school, Sam?
You don't know?
I know. I'm asking you so you can tell the people.
Oh, yeah, I went to Baylor.
I remember the name of one of your dogs.
Yeah, my oldest dog's named Baylor.
June is all in.
Oh,
Jay
my
Wu
gosh.
is called. It's ace 10 versus Jack straight away out of the break.
Enough about us.
Yeah. Jay Wu here in a dominating position to eliminate June. Just like that, get down to heads up. Could get down to heads up.
Oh.
But, oh, my goodness, 2 10s on the flop. Are you kidding me? And the room is silent. People cannot believe this flop.
Okay.
And the run out is clean. Jay Wu here is going to suffer another bad beat. Earlier in the night, had to endure the ace-king flopping top against the donk jam from Jessica with the 9-5 getting there. Now he has to endure this.
This is.
And he's now the short stack.
This is wow. Big wow.
Ouch. And yeah, that one's going to leave a mark. But Jay Wu, he battled through that previous damage, and he's going to have to do it once again as June here is going to find the more unusual way to win with ace 10 against 2 jacks.
Yeah.
The 2 10s on the flop. And yeah, Matt, absolutely. Mental fortitude is going to be clutch here as we continue forward. Jay Wu here on the short stack, sub 20 bigs, but not by much, so he's got plenty to work with. Dylan wants us to shut that up.
Yeah, sure does. So sorry. We're not doing our best for you. We'll do better.
We're happy to have you here, and you know, we're trying to have a good time, talk about the poker, and obviously these players are playing for a lot of money. So if you're here to support them, we do indeed, you know, wish them all the best, and we're just having a good time. So thanks for joining us, and let's take hand number 86 here. Walk for June in the big blind. He'll take that with the 8 high. Question for you, Sam. If it folds to you, do you look at your cards well before it's on you? Like if you're in the big blind, do you wait until it gets to you? Or are you looking at those cards?
I'm not looking at the cards.
So if you get a walk, you have no idea what you folded.
I'm never looking at them.
Yeah, same. Yeah, a lot of people are just like, no, I need to see what's under there. And I'm like, I don't want to do that.
It's negative EV.
Yeah, I agree. Man, look at this rail that has congregated back there. I mean, we've had a pretty sizable rail for most of the night, but it's getting thick in bodies back there.
Thick in bodies for sure. And we got another all-in hand. Jay Wu, ace 10.
And Hayden here, ace 4 of diamonds. What's the count? Going to be like 17 big blinds? He's going to make this call.
Okay.
This is a massive call, and Jay Wu, smile on his face. He's like, I can't believe I'm getting this spot right now. Let me hold one time. Ace high board, some chop opportunities. Oh my goodness.
Hang on.
Oh my goodness. A 4 on the turn. And a safe river card. Hayden has just done Jay Wu dirty. Jay Wu standing there with his hand out to shake that man's hand and gets left hanging while Big Red and the crew celebrate for a bit.
That's
Whew. Well, congratulations, condolences to our man Jay Wu. A really tremendous showing here. 75,000.
Well, yeah, he's killed it tonight. He's got a lot more final tables to slay. That guy's got something going on.
Yeah, and the Hendon mob now is going to be like 2 Dusty Cashes and a 75K score in a 2,500 entry tournament.
And he's young. He's real young. Like, this is just the start for him.
Yeah, really, really well played. I've got a lot of respect for Jay-Woo after this appearance. I think he played very well. As you say, we're going to see him more in the future. And the run good of Big Red is just unstoppable. I mean, the fact that we call off like 17 bigs there with the ace-4 and spike the dirtiest turn card ever to just seal the deal is pretty amazing. And sometimes that's just what it is, right? The momentum just carries you to the finish line.
All right, so we're both playing for, we got 100K locked up?
Yeah, 100K is locked up. They're playing a heads-up battle here for like $54,000, right? Like the 103 is in the bank, but if you beat the other guy, you get an additional 54. So that's a big jump.
Amazing.
And coming into heads-up here, right, like 60 to 18, it's a little bit better than a 3-to-1 advantage here for Hayden. Sort of the perfect spot for, like, if June doubles up, they'll be dead even, right? Like, but still a substantial hill to climb, and he is going to give a walk on this hand. Well, if you're enjoying the hootin' and hollerin' that's coming from the rail there for Big Red, stay tuned, because I think you're going to get more and more of it. Each and every hand, whether he wins or folds, is going to elicit some sort of response from his rail.
He will be involved in every hand, therefore.
Yeah. I think they're making a lot of money at the bar tonight.
I think so, too. Another big hand for Hayden.
Yeah, 2 9s heads up. Absolutely massive. The Queen 3 here facing the raise.
And we're at 20 big blinds for June. Gonna get out of there.
Let's go, baby! Oh, baby! Oh my God, you're so goated! Oh yeah, let's go! Momentum, baby, momentum!
Mitchell, it was set up. They put him in the 5 and then knocked him out. Dude, the 5 is awful, I'm telling you. I don't think that he was set up necessarily, but
oh my gosh.
the 5 seat, the curse of the 5 seat. Yeah, I mean, come on. These guys are playing for a lot of money. Obviously, there is a difference between, like, you know, leaving a guy hanging for a minute while you celebrate and then, like, spiking something in his face. You know, it wasn't disrespectful. He's just enjoying the moment, shook his hand, and, you know, whatever. We move on. We don't have to berate that, but here we go. Open and a jam here from Hayden. The ace-5 suited for June. Sub 20 bigs.
He could call.
It's a lot of hand.
It's an option.
It is a lot of hand. Not unreasonable to find folds in this spot, but you know that if you don't make a stand with some of these, like, cusp type hands,
you're just going to get chipped down.
Yeah, like, before you know it, you're going to be like, oh, I have to call, and it's going to be, I have to call with, like, the Queen 9 instead of the Ace 5.
Hayden didn't love to see that call solid in his face.
Oh, yeah, purely hoping for the fold, and this is exactly the spot that I just mentioned, right? The double up here would get them basically to even. Can June hold with the ace-5 working? Clean through the flop.
No, Jack, fuck it, Jack. 10 on the turn, Jack. Okay, all right.
A little bit of additional equity here for Hayden. And it does not come. We're going to get the double up for June. And not quite even. He chipped down just a little bit, but very much closer, and a very even match now. 33 to 44 million after the countdown and pay off.
June has stayed so composed through the duration of this final table.
No, he's a very sharp player, and yeah, composed is definitely the right word to describe him. Especially in the face of some of that adversity, right? Like, he was putting in some 3-bets, and and then just like not being able to win the hand was pretty frustrating. But has just sort of persevered, and here we are. Puts in the correct call, holds all the way down the line, and what could have just been like over and done is now like, uh-oh, you barely have a chip lead, and you have to actually put this man in the dirt, right, like to win this tournament. So you can see how much stress is in the body of Big Red over here. He's feeling this moment.
Oh, yeah.
Some chatter here about how many rings we're working on. It looks like the consensus is that we're going for ring 3. Here is Big Red. Yeah. For anybody who's wondering, if you win a WSOP circuit event, you get a gold ring. And so people sort of measure their prowess a little bit in the WSOP events by the number of rings they have. So it sounds like he's got 2, going on 3 perhaps if he wins. Limping here from the button. The heads-up play is always going to be fascinating, especially now that the chips have sort of evened out. We are going to get the small raise from June with the King 9, and he'll get called by a dominated hand. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Hayden catching a piece, but June not seeing a way not to lose this one.
Yeah. Just straight up flops the joint. Oh, just one bet and done. Yeah, I mean, the 9-7 just, even with that little smidge of equity that you think you might have, it's like, how do I ever just like peel a king or an 8 and feel good about more bets going in? So just fold now.
Yeah, the cards that you're hoping for can hurt you.
All right. So heads up started on what? Hand number 91 or 92, whatever it was, just a couple ago. So we'll have to keep an eye on that number as, you know, during the Trailblazer events, right? Like we had a couple of final tables that just were epic marathon battles. With these two players here, virtually locked up, you know, a few million separating them, but at these blind levels, we're talking a few blinds.
Is this a rip? This is a rip. Hayden rips.
Wow. That is chunky.
That's a chunky rip.
50 big blinds. I mean, the effective was 32, so 40, but effective 40 big blinds.
That's a lot to go in pre.
Yeah. I like it. Garen wants to know, how many does June have? June has definitely a lot of results. I am not familiar exactly with the number of rings that he has won, if any. And because we're in Texas and he particularly plays down in Houston, it's a little bit harder to get to ring event stops. You kind of go to New Orleans right before the series out in the summer. And then, like, maybe you make it over to
Choctaw right after.
Well, Choctaw's a long drive from Houston as well, right? Like, it's not just like you kind of just walk over there.
We're in it.
Holy smokes. Oh, my God. We're all in for 40 big blinds. 6s versus ace 9. This is the tournament basically on the line. I mean, if Hayden loses this pot, he'll have 15 big blinds.
I just want to watch you guys. I don't want to look. Don't look. Come on.
2 6s in the lead, still through the flop as well. King on the turn changes nothing. Neither player with a spade. To a river we go. And the 10 of clubs is clean for the 2 6s. Gigantic double up. And in the span of a couple of hands, June has accumulated the vast majority of the chips.
Yeah, I think he started at what, 9 million going 3-handed.
Was he down that low?
It was yeah. He was the big.
Like the shortest.
He was at a big deficit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a massive turnaround, and that rail is deathly silent. 2 huge double ups completely flipped the script on this, and what had the makings of like a long grind out battle of like Big Red applying the pressure from the big stack has just in a matter of a couple of hands completely turned upside down, and this is a 5-1 disadvantage now for Hayden. 15 big blinds is all.
I feel like the rail right now, a little lost for words.
Well, sure, and I mean, rightfully so, right? Their man was just on top of the world, eliminated the guy in third place, has a 3-1 chip advantage, and just like that, it's gone, right? Like now our man is in danger. It feels surreal. It doesn't feel like reality, and yet it is. And
but 15 big blinds is still 15 big blinds, and
oh, absolutely, right?
Any man's game.
Yeah, a double up here gets him back to that sort of 3-1 disadvantage that is very playable, plenty to work with. But, I mean, if we're getting 40 big blinds in here with like ace-9, I mean, you can imagine that his 15, it's not going to take much to get that in.
That's an all-in. That's a call.
Wow. Snaps off the 15 blinds with the Jack 10-0. 45% equity here against the over and under.
Is this is rushing it, kind of. Feels rushed.
I don't know. I really don't even know. But the king high is good through the flop. No immediate equity here for the Jack 10. That changes on the turn.
With June holding the outs, though.
And he's going to need help. And it doesn't come. Just like that. Bing, bang, and boom. 3 hands. June secures all the chips. Hayden goes from top dog to second place. The $54,000 heads-up match ends in a matter of hands. You could count on one hand. And that's it.
That's it.
Hayden is Big Red is our second place finisher, $103,756. I mean, the shock, you know, whatever, be damned. A tremendous run for Big Run here. Absolutely a masterclass in how to make a deep run in a tournament. Just ran out of steam there at the end and is going to come in as our runner-up. $157,000 and change, though, for June Park. Yeah. An absolute.
Everybody is still a winner. June taking the ring, top prize. What an amazing thing to witness.
Dude, that is incredible. I mean, I'm just sort of in shock. I'm sure a lot of us in the chat and around the room as well feeling that same amount of shock, just because it seemed like there was so much momentum there for Big Red, and for it all to come crashing down that quickly was just, whoa, like what happened? How did we get here?
Yeah, I haven't caught my breath yet.
Yeah. I mean, there will be conversation about this for the rest of the week. I'm sure plenty of folks having their opinions about what happened. But at the end of the day, a fantastic tournament. You know, hats off to all the staff here at Texas Card House, for the tournament directors coming in to run this, as well as all, of course, our staff here, making this event as well as many others run so smoothly. And getting 2,562 entries worth of people and play all the way to this stage of the tournament to have June Park walk home with 157,000 change and a shiny gold ring. Somebody in the chat wondering how many rings he's got. Well, he's got at least one now.
Yeah.
And many more to come after that, I'm sure. So thank you guys so much for tuning in as we're getting the chips set up. Oh, I like this too. Haley going to get the the sort of zebra stripes here for the winner's photo. And we're just going to sort of sail off into the sunset here. Any closing words here, Sam? What do you think?
I appreciate you guys for giving us your time and listening and watching with us. This is an amazing series that we have here at Texas TCH Social in Austin. We can't be more proud. We're hitting these guarantees so hard, like 3x or more, and there's a lot more tournament to play. Main event coming up starting on Thursday, I believe, all the way through the weekend. Hope to see you guys out here.
Yeah, that is absolutely right. And, you know, we've got the $400 100K. We've been sort of harping on that. We've got the Deuce to 7. We've got a bunch of other sort of smaller events that are going to be amazing in their own right. But be sure to come back and check this out. TCH Live. We should be doing, I believe, I've been told, we're doing feature table footage, live stream coverage on Sunday for day 2 of the main event, which, again, is going to be larger buy-in, larger prize pool. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I guess we're not doing that. Okay, so I apologize.
But we'll definitely be here with y'all for the final table.
Yes. Okay. So definitely final table. And that's going to be an even bigger first prize. Like,
oh, yeah.
Could be double that. Who knows? But
I'm here for it.
It's gonna be blast off as yeah, you can see June there in the background. I'm not sure that man can believe it either, right? Like, it happened so quickly. It's just incredible. But you could also be a big winner. You could be on the stream. You could show us how it's done. So come on down to TCH Social here in Austin and get in on the action. For myself, Aaron McAvoy, for Sam Perryman, for everybody else, the staff, and the folks here at Texas Card House, we wish you all a good night. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Adios.